world has changed. Gone to hell, more like. It started when magic came back. The awakening, some call it. You're rubbing elbows with orcs, elves, even trolls these days. Meanwhile, megacorps bleed the world dry one board meeting at a time. They own just about everything. But not us. We're Shadowrunners. Mercenaries, operating in the margins, working dangerous jobs for the desperate and the powerful. Being a runner takes more than skill and street smarts. You want to live long enough to get paid, you'll need a team, the right talent for the job. Maybe that's a mage, someone who can fry your enemies with deadly spells. A good decker can jack into the Matrix and bypass the toughest security without leaving a trace. Adepts, riggers, shaman, and don't forget your street samurai. Packing enough firepower and cyberware to take on a small army. Man, magic, and machine. Takes it all to survive in the shadows. Welcome to the sprawl.
Hi guys! Welcome to Shadowrun Corporate Sins. My name is Lauren and I will be your GM for this evening as I have been in evenings prior. That hasn't changed. You're welcome. Right. I have a few quick and exciting announcements for you before we begin our evening today and introduce our players and other fun things like that. We are three subscribers. I had a moment where I was wondering if that was 3 fingers. It is 3 subscribers away from our next giveaway. Steam Key giveaway. I look over right. Who is plugging stuff in over there? So we are 3 subscribers away from our next Steam Key giveaway. Woo, woo, woo. We are also this Friday is the premiere of the new Death from Above Renegades miniseries with the folks over at Zombie Orpheus Productions, which will be very exciting. And as a reminder, we still have MMFEC t-shirts, as well as Thumper Pride and DFA shirts up on Amazon that you too can own. Like our excellent troll is wearing right now. I don't know if you can see him and his magnificent chest, but it is magnificent because it has the words MMFEC on it.
It's a really good shirt.
It's a great shirt.
We could wear the same shirt on the same day. We can make them.
We could all coordinate.
Make it happen.
We could do that.
Corpsins Shirts Wednesday. Shirts wins. Nope.
Wins
Couldn't
shirts.
think of that. Couldn't think of that portmanteau fast enough.
Wednesday
Shirt Day Wednesday.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
We are also still doing our donations for dice. If you tip $10 with the name of one of our characters, we haven't started the hashtag system yet. No, that's.
It is supposed to be live this week.
Is it live this week?
Wait,
we'll find out.
Is it? Well, I'm so confused.
We'll find out if it works.
We are testing the hashtag system so that if you hashtag, that pound symbol for those of you who are older than.
Is this a gang sign?
I hope not.
Thanks, Lauren.
Young pet gang. If you include the hashtag and the name of the characters, Mordecai, Mainframe, Elsie, Cromwell, and Fang, I didn't forget anyone, or hashtag Lauren, then that person will be awarded an extra bonus Thumper die. They're very exciting. And we get to roll them to make ourselves even more awesome than we already are. And also our characters.
Is it case sensitive?
Awesome. I don't know. We're going to find out if there are other rules that they would like me to talk about.
Is it sensitive to different spellings of mainframe?
Yes, I hope that this alternate spellings of mainframe that some people...
yeah, so we'll find out. But check with the mods in chat. They are all up on the hashtags and the...
We can see Lauren's
chatters.
It's amazing.
It's horrifying.
Scary.
Bring it. What are you gonna do?
What? We've seen worse.
I'm not.
I've got 5 dice.
Oh.
Yes.
I don't want them to see my dice. Right, fix it.
No,
Nothing's broken.
Okay, fine. Anyway, so we're still doing that. We appreciate each and every Thumper die. During this game, it is a way for you to directly impact the events and the ability for people like Fang to be social. Pretty great.
We could we could see it while we're doing it.
So excited.
Like we could see it. Like what?
Okay, what?
So let me
How is this
translate.
different from normal?
I speak Jackie Dash. We can see the donations as they arrive. We can't quite read the messages, but we can see who they're coming from.
Oh, you have a notification.
Yeah, like
I was like, how is
punching
this
McFist
different
face.
from normal when we see the thing? Great.
What part of we can see it didn't you understand?
It was mostly the that was. It was
I don't know. Maybe you can see time. Maybe you can. Great. All right. On that note,
Wait, I'm not
while they're
supposed
sassing me, let's start with Claudia. Who are you, and what are you doing here?
Oh, we're
I'm
doing this
Claudia.
again.
No.
Why did you start with me? I'm Claudia on the Twitter and the Twitch. I am JAKIDASH, which is Jackie Dash if you didn't spell it quick enough. And I'm on the Twitch and Twitter, and I play an orc who is our street samurai, which means I have cybernetic enhancements. Currently,
Called?
almost out of jail.
Who are you? What are you called?
Oh, Fang. That's my character's name. It's a hard day.
Cheryl.
Oh, okay. Hi, I am Cheryl, aka Muppet Aphrodite, in Twitter or Twitch or basically anywhere on the internet. And in Shadowrun, I play our elven Decker. A Decker's like a hacker. They manipulate things on the internet, which is called the Matrix. And my name is Mainframe. That's a 1 for the I and a 3 for the E.
Hashtag mainframe.
Hashtag Mainframe.
Elsie.
Hi, I'm Elsie Blackwood, going by Ellie Hawthorne because some real bad stuff went down with my folks from Boston. Crime family.
Yeah.
So
You understand.
Happens.
you know. So Elsie is the face of the group. She's 15 years old. So the face is like the spy, impersonator, interrogator, and occasional rocket launching range
Very persuasive
weaponry
methodology.
person of the group. And I hang with Cromwell, who's my butler. Oh, and I'm Admiral Asma on Twitter.
I think Lauren's pointing at me.
I did point at him.
My name is Dan Poslins, and I play Mordecai, the dwarven mage who uses magic and spirits to assist the party. And I'm at Dan Poslins on Twitter, so you can find me there.
Hi, I'm Tony Beeman.
elimination.
I'm at LBFus, LBEEFUS on the tweets, and or play Cromwell, who's a British butler of the group. Now in Shadowrun, a butler is somebody who works for rich people and dresses up real nice and like serves them drinks and waits for people at the door. And also sometimes he punches things with his magically enhanced fists.
And I'm Lauren, Random Tuesday on the internet, and let us begin our running of the shadows for
Yes.
this evening. This is how shadows and the shadows descend.
Wait, there's lipstick on my nose?
I don't know if you do. What's happening to you right now, Claudia? So the answer is so many things. So
We put a new
last
shiny
time,
There was lipstick on my nose.
corporate sins. We had a very emotional experience with a woman named wow, Nate, I just forgot her name. Lottie Sokolov. She was previous member of Scarlet Fire, a shadow-running group that nearly murdered all of MMFEC as well as Dana Oaks, and did they actually murder Emil Corrigan? This is important because Dana Oaks is the district attorney for the Seattle Metroplex, and Emil Corrigan is an asshole that also happens to be the current deceased now Secretary of Staff
Noted.
for Brakhaven, the
He's an asshole
Governor-
with a bullet hole.
yes, with the head. He's a yep. He was the Secretary of Staff, Chief of Staff, not Secretary of Staff. Wow, politics is confusing. The Chief of Staff for Kenneth Brakhaven, the current governor of Seattle, who is also a terrible human being and very racist. Because as we found out, Kenneth Brakhaven, the uncle to the governor, has directly funded Scarlet Fire's assassination of Emil Corrigan, as well as, no, not Corrigan, sorry, had directly funded the kidnapping and what would then become the assassination of a political rival to his nephew. So Lottie Sokolov provided them with direct evidence of this particular string pulling? I don't have words right now, guys.
Puppeteering!
Origami.
Got the accent, though.
Yeah, I got the accent. We're doing great. So The discovery being that the leader of the Humanist Poly Club has been involved in some desperately illegal activities with some solid evidence for that. But this is unfortunately not quite enough to take down the current governor, which is the ultimate objective for both Dana Oaks as well as the Draco Foundation, because with Kenneth Brakhaven still in power, it'll be almost impossible to have any sort of free and open election, and is not exactly friendly to anybody who's, say, poor or disenfranchised or not human, or just who disagrees with his opinion. So that leaves them, MMFEC, at attempting to acquire some files from Emil Corrigan to prove that Brakhaven was directly responsible for the murder of Edmund Jeffries, which was previously lots of politics stuff, as well as has been directly in communication with his uncle at the Humanist Poly Club for organizing the other less savory activities. So they can take down the Humanist Poly Club, but they can't take down Brakhaven until they get this information that is locked inside a secret vault within the First Corporation Bank, which literally only serves... Yeah, it's totally 100% legit. Doesn't have just only offshore accounts, as well as like secret storage facilities for encoded data that people may or may not want anyone to get a hold of.
It's actually a bank, probably.
Probably has some money in it. So Mainframe is going in to infiltrate as Emil Corrigan. She's established her disguise with the aid of Elsie's smart wig and face mask, skin mask. It's pretty good. There is a voice modulate, like a recording that she's going to attempt to play to modulate her voice so she sounds.
I'm gonna use my sub-vocal microphone
more
so
male.
That I will speak and it will transmit my voice somehow else. Do I need to like a couple of extra questions I want to ask before I go in?
Yeah.
Did I see Emil? Was he wearing a comlink when we had him in custody?
Yes.
Okay, so I need to acquire a burner comlink, so it looks like so that that looks like him. The other question I have is I have a cellular glove molder, and I don't know if I can get prints off of anything of his that we have, but I don't know if they're gonna try biometric scans there. But if they ask for my fingerprints and I hand them the dongle, that's not how that exchange works. And so I would like to just...
To be clear, the dongle
Is not his penis.
It's not...
Wow.
I had to make it very clear.
That was not what I was going for. I was going to actually describe what it is.
Oh, please do.
It's like a little...
It's like
a token thing.
A token that plugs into a computer that's like a security token, plugs into a terminal, and he uses that to access the secure data archives. And it does require a thumbprint scan or fingerprint scan.
But I've hacked it.
You
so that it believes that I am. But if a human being at the bank says, "May I have your thumbprints?"
Yeah.
Do I know enough about like corporate security or to know whether or not the dongle would be enough, or whether I need?
You can give me a quick corporate nut roll.
Great, I would like to do that.
Call it not a dongle.
Oh, I got like wow, 7 hits.
Yeah, no, definitely being like, here's my dongle would probably not. They'd be like, oh, okay, but you have hands, right? Why didn't you just...
So I need to find a way to get a cellular glove mold print.
Yes.
We can go back to his place a 3rd time, which might be suspicious, but I'm hoping some of his effects...
You all happen to know the people who probably have his body right now. Like, he's actually dead. They just haven't publicly released that information.
Is it quicker to take a hand?
Are we cutting off someone's
I
hand?
can't.
You can't-
I can't take
You can't hold out a hand at the bank.
Sure you can. You just palm it real like close.
Or you just make your sleeve a little bit longer?
I know we've done this.
If you just took the top digit of like...
I would like a mold of his hand.
We could cut his fingertips off
I
and
do
they're
not
like
want to-
finger gloves around
I
his
do
own
not
fingers.
want
No.
to. I have a.
Fang is right. You make
expensive-
the sleeve longer.
And you just hold the stump.
Points of order. I have an expensive cellular glove molder, so I don't have to carry a dead man's hand into a bank.
Fine.
You're
There's
making
a whole
this...
new meaning to dead man's trigger.
It's just, I don't begrudge you in your free time carrying dead men's hands around. I just decline to do it.
It's good luck if you're a pirate. That's what I use.
Having extra limbs
Dating
or...
a pirate-ish person, and he's never said the
That doesn't
dead
mean
man.
that he doesn't have one. You should ask.
Excuse me, sir. Do
Duly
you have an
noted.
extra hand for me? For luck?
If you're dating, you should probably get him a dead hand.
You'd like that.
Well, I mean,
Wow, this is
Corrigan
edifying.
he has 2.
Yeah. That's pretty lucky. I have 0 hands.
I'm just gonna
So
go ahead.
Whoever wants to like put the call into Aries to your contact there, to
I'll
to Jane,
Call them. I'll call Jane.
Jane.
Call Jane.
to ask about acquiring a a handprint. That they may be more amicable to letting you copy his prints than to say cutting his hand off. And
Which is
slipping
great
your
because
hand
that
inside
matches
of
with
it.
my desires for
Well.
my life at this moment is to copy the prints. Yes.
I just realized something.
Yes.
Where are your real hands?
Oh, gone.
Okay.
There's no one else.
I have more questions later. I know we have to get to the bank, but
No one is
So
walking
is Elsie
around with
asking
bang
her?
hands.
Is this Elsie asking her?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
This is all an actual conversation that is
Yeah.
occurring.
I have
On our
so
comm
many,
links,
I don't
like-
understand
We
cybernetics
arrived,
and
so
I
we
have
all
to
arrived at
Go
the bank.
ahead and give a quick call to Jane. Just roll at your negotiation.
Because we're at a different place.
Thank you.
Actually, is this a negotiation? Maybe you should call them.
Okay. Elsie, go ahead and roll a negotiation.
Hi, Jane.
Hello,
Ellie
Ellie
Hawthorne.
Ellie
How's it
Hawthorne.
going?
Good. How are you? I hear you have acquired some of this important information. There's some certain pieces of your current mission have been successfully done.
Yeah, we've completed the first section, and so we're really wanting to do part 2.
Good. We would like that as well.
Yeah, so there's just Mainframe just needs to come by and have access to the cadaver if that's okay with you guys.
For what purpose?
She's needing
I need his handprint to get biometrically identified.
She needs to copy his handprint in order to get by biometric scanner. Probably the less you know is better.
Tell her we're not gonna cut his hands off and be pirates.
You are not cutting. Okay, roll your negotiation.
I feel like we should get a signal for when we need to lie. Like, not me. 'Cause
You can offer to like have them check our sleeves and make sure they're not long enough for us.
Sometimes the truth doesn't require explanation. Normal, right?
7. That seems reasonable. Obviously, that will no longer be useful to you anyway once we release information about his current state. Have her come in as soon as she can, and I will make the arrangements.
Great, thank you so much.
Great. So what's the rating on your
Cellular glove holder
Cellular glove.
is a 4.
4? Okay, so I believe you'll roll double yours versus the rating of the scanners to create that. Basically gives you make the copy using your glove, and then when it comes to the test, we'll roll that as an post test.
So I roll 8 dice and the scanner rolls whatever it scans.
Yep. So you go into the basement, and they're gonna lead you into this medical lab, and there's a guy under a white sheet, and you're like pull off just the part of his hand. So you need both hands or just one?
I think just one is fine. I know enough about the scanner that one hand would be fine.
Probably mostly like a thumb.
Yeah, great. So yeah, just the one hand will be fine, but thank you. And so I'm
Just like,
do you have to hold hands?
I think you just put the glove. I think you scan it with probably some sort of scanner that comes
great.
with it.
I have
and then
a
the glove
million
molds
scanner
to it.
type objects, so whichever
It's
one.
like a tricorder, and then it goes and makes the glove. I assume those are the exact sound effects.
And I just to be sure, I just take a photo of the hand just in case something's gone wrong. It may be just silently pluck 1 or 2 hairs for DNA material.
Oh,
You never know. You
All
never
right.
know.
You can give me a quick palming, just see how well you.
That's
Agility.
Great. Yeah, did that? Nope, that was a glitch.
So you try and yank out a hair, and they're like,
The hand just goes up.
Really strong hairs from a dead man.
Yeah.
might be best for you to leave now.
Great, thank you. No, I just didn't. It was sticking out weirdly. I wanted him to look good on the. Okay, bye.
No phase of the mission is too small that we can't MMFEC it.
I can't make you roll a check for something that doesn't really matter. All right, so you have now I have
a handprint.
Handprint?
Yes.
You have a modulated voice to sound more male. You have a wig and a electronic face mask that has been digitized to look as close to a male Corgan as you could get it.
I have a meticulously crafted sin that you said I could roll 25 dice
25 dice. You rolled incredibly well to create that sin.
for. My whole life has been leading up to that moment.
Yeah.
This is basically the peak. It's a handcrafted artisanal sin.
It is. It was beautifully done. It was beautifully done. So.
Is it local?
Yes, locally sourced, in fact. Yeah.
I'm making a joke. It was
For
a bad
all
one.
organic.
I'm sticking with it.
All right.
Free range sin.
So you find yourself, I assume, in front of First Corporation Bank.
Well, there's first, I get all of the various parts, and I guess I borrow a suit from somewhere or buy that on the way back.
Yeah.
Something we get.
I mean, you maybe take like a peek at what he was wearing, but he was probably in scrubs at that point. Like,
Yeah, he was
or
not
naked.
wearing much.
Don't have much men.
How convincing does she look to the rest of us? Like,
Once I got
in the van.
suit.
It's pretty good. Like it's a pretty good disguise. I
And
mean,
when I
we-
finish getting changed,
We've got video of him, what
Yeah.
he looks like when he's around. on
got-
I mean, I am a female elf, so even with video, it took a little work to get us to the point where I'm convincing. But I'm in the bathroom and I just
like it. So
all
the,
arranged, and I look at myself in the mirror and I have like a panic attack because it is just unfamiliar. It is just very
like
wrong.
the rating on the disguise, the threshold people will have to hit is 6
Which
to see past it, which is pretty high.
for a lady elf, not too bad.
Yeah, so that's a pretty good rating. Same for hearing. Like the threshold for everything is 6 for seeing through your disguise, in essence.
Mainframe 3, before you go in there, can I get your consent?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I consent.
All right. And her charisma goes up by 4.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you become extra hoity.
I am just like, and I look back in the mirror and it's even more alarming. I'm just, let's get this over with. I don't like wearing a dead man's persona any more than I have to.
How much talking can you do realistically? Like, do you want me to?
It's
talk
best
more?
it's best if we minimize it. I mean, it's not his voice, so if anybody, it's a male voice, so it won't be like, hey, Lady Elf, but you know.
I'll try to keep people from talking to you.
And but don't go out of it. Like if I have to say yes, no, or short answers, I think it'll be fine.
Maybe we say yes there, enjoy this.
I'll cough a little if I need to. All right, well, let's go heist a bank, shall we?
Little H.
Remember, you're
Little
racist to everyone.
Thank you. That's a very good reminder.
Just racist to everyone. Does that just mean hates all living people?
I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole.
It's just he is basically a professional asshole. Yes.
Yeah. He's,
Right, let's go in.
Chief of staff. All right, so you're like, I need these dice. You head into First Corporation Bank. You see in front of you, the large floor-to-ceiling glass doors, but there's also very clearly just beyond that kind of a fairly hefty security-looking set of doors. You also get the impression that there's sort of measures that can be activated for, say, like closing down the glass so it is no longer quite so pretty and shiny should a physical attack take place.
So you're trying to get to the safety deposit box, or is it private storage?
It's private data storage. Okay. I need to access.
It's
files.
essentially digital safety deposit. So you head inside in the lobby. It's very clean and crisp. Everything looks very, very modern and up, well kept up. Shiny floors. Lots of AR overlays on everything to make it seem even more impressive. Like constant tracking of stocks and information of like, the news. There's like 5 different corporate news channels. There's the news at 5:30 and then the news at 6.
7?
No, there's no news at 7. That's what everyone watches. They're Dancing with the Stars.
What's the name of that show? The new one?
Dancing with the Androids.
No, Wuxing?
Oh, the concert.
Wuxing.
Wuxing.
Wuxing concert. They're hyping it up. It's very exciting. The new Wuxing media. It's on in one corner.
pop, drivel, something about drivel, pop stuff.
And you see to one side there's sort of like 3 desks. There's the like bulletproof glass in front of them, but they're large and open, and there's tellers standing behind them. There doesn't seem to be like a line. You notice there's like a check-in screen that you can go to basically say that you're there.
Okay, so I'll do that since that's something the individual will probably do for themselves. So I go up to the screen and just find private.
It just asks you to like select who you are, and it's pretty much just like
Just a touch screen. It's not doing any actual scanning or anything like that. Great.
Nope. So you have probably a few minutes before one of the tellers will call you over if you want to do anything while you're waiting.
I've dressed as dowdy for this as I can.
Good.
Without actually putting on age makeup. I wanted to look like a shut-in of sorts. So I'm just watching all the tellers and watching the bank people.
There's a fair amount of activity, but nothing like intense. Like there's people at the tellers talking to them, relatively animated. Nothing seems particularly out of place or ordinary. It's definitely everyone who's in there is very corporate. There is very much a sense of the people who are coming in are moneyed. They also either feel well known, like they are like, you should clearly know who I am sort of vibe going on, even if you don't actually know, but you should know who I am. Of course.
If anybody makes eye contact with me, I return with intimidating enough eye contact that they don't engage.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. So one of the tellers will eventually, Corrigan, Mr. Corrigan,
Yes.
call you over.
I follow.
Head over to the window. How may I help you today, sir?
I need to access a few files I have in storage.
Of course. I'm gonna make a quick roll.
So, just because
Of course. Go ahead and then they motion to, there's a scanner that's next to it just to verify identity. Go ahead and scan your palm. And so roll your 8 dice.
Okay, and then I'm going to add 5 thumper dice.
Sorry, I shouldn't whisper that in your ear while you're counting.
I'm sure it has some sort of threshold. Of like
said,
a device
whatever the threshold is.
Yeah, whatever it is, you hit it. Nothing. The machine scans it. It flashes like a little green check mark. Identity verified. I'm in Corrigan. All right. Well, if you give it a moment, I need to contact one of the guards and have them come escort you down to the storage facilities, so you may access the files in person. So go
I'd
ahead
like you to
and...
hurry if you can. Mr. Corrigan has a very important afternoon meeting.
Yes, I will do my best. Give me a quick negotiation.
So,
7.
Okay. Oh, well, certainly. I will make sure that one of them comes within the next few minutes.
Thank you.
Sorry that we can't go any faster than that. So you have a minute or so before, unless you're going to do anything, the guard will come out and escort you through one of the back doors. So you will be heading down a hallway, and you notice as you go through the back door, it's like, this is very clearly a security door. As you go through it, the guard like scans his palm, he opens the door, he escorts you through, and he'll kind of give you a look like, this should be and possibly Corrigan typically goes alone.
Yes,
Individuals
that's fine.
typically go alone to access.
I'm fine with waiting.
So he'll gesture for you to go back to the lounge.
Go ahead and move my 7 o'clock back to 8.
I just like to the guard. I'm like,
Punctuality.
So you head down the hallway, takes you to the right, through another set of security doors. You're like, there's a lot of security doors. And you walk along, and there's just like 3 more security doors before you go into another set. And all of these he's been like scanning as he goes through. This way, Mr. Corrigan.
I am recording all of this,
Yep.
by the way,
And
on
he'll-
my private.
he'll- He'll walk down. You notice as you go into the back area, the noise like dramatically increases. It's very clearly like they're setting up jammers in this area so that only wired networks have access in here. They're really definitely trying to prevent people from getting in and out.
So can we no longer hear on the comm then?
That would be correct. Yeah, you're gonna have a hard time hearing her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you in the van, right?
I'm in the van.
What are you doing, Mordecai?
What?
What are you doing?
I'm trying to listen on the comm.
Well, just trust him. They'll be fine. Breathe into this paper bag.
Okay.
So as you continue down a flight of stairs, you end up in the basement sort of area. It lets you through another doorway, surprisingly.
Oh.
Your socialing this entire encounter made so many fewer doorways for me. So he scans into this one, and you notice when you enter that room, it's he'll wait by he'll kind of escort you towards the back of the room, but you notice that all matrix signals are gone. That you experience, it's essentially a Faraday cage.
Yes.
That the only connections that are coming in and out of this room are wired ones.
Same as below the theme park and the Horizon Run.
Yeah. So you're feeling dark down here, which is great for you. So he walks you towards the back, and you see essentially just this large kind of monolith tower that's just got a huge number of entry like ports in it, like a lot of just like it's like basically a wall of USB ports or data jacks, and it's essentially each of those is representing like a storage cubby or section that the secure data goes into, and he'll sort of look at you and just gesture over to the device.
Okay, great. So, are there any identifying numbers on this thing? Yeah, do they match the account number that I have?
Give me a quick perception check.
Great. And I had rolled, I think, 7th upper dice. I'm going to use another 3 to boost my perception here. So that'll put me down to 15, I think. 3 hits on perception.
3 hits. So you take a moment, and it's not the easiest, but you do notice. It takes, you're like, oh god, because you're trying to do it kind of quickly.
Right.
And you do eventually find one, and you realize after a moment that they're only like 5-digit numbers because there's only so many of them, and they match the last numbers of the account.
Great.
Oh.
So you eventually find ones that you're like, okay, these are the same 5 numbers that were on the end of Corrigan's account. And there is a universal data jack in front of you. They're like segments like this big.
Mm-hmm. It's just a little server rack thing. Mm-hmm. And now is it evident that I need to plug the dongle in addition to my data jack?
Probably.
Great.
Yeah, you would probably
I don't know.
Like,
I assume the dongle has like maybe a data jack through it, so I can just plug into
Yeah.
that and plug that into
it's
the
like
server rack.
one of those USB connectors. So you go ahead and plug in.
Right. I am wired into Corrigan's files, and I guess if we go ahead and matrix perception to see what we see.
Well, the first thing you'll have to do is activate. You realize that it's dead currently, so you have to activate it with your print scanner.
Great. Well, I have that.
Yeah.
So we're fine.
Oh,
Thumbprint.
So it registers your thumbprint just fine. And you go ahead and give me a matrix search.
Cromwell, I don't know if breathing into this bag is working.
I'm going to use the leftover edge from last week to reroll my misses on that.
Breathe heavier. That's how you do it. You breathe really deep. You push all the air out, and then you go.
4 hits.
No, don't inhale it.
Wait, what?
Ian, don't inhale the bag. Just breathe sort
Sorry.
of casual
I
and evenly.
was on the wrong thing, which is why my numbers were different than yours.
Oh.
It's kind of I didn't know how many. Yep. Hi guys. Thanks, Thumpers. I was looking at the wrong screen.
Is it better
Great.
now?
Yeah.
That explains a few things. 3 hits on matrix perception.
Okay. So as you look around, you actually get like a screen pops up, and it says, "Please verify identity."
Mm-hmm. Right.
So you have a SIN.
Great. I will plug this in.
Yep. So you kind of like
Transfer
matrix
that over.
transfer this in information over.
This is where I get to roll 25
Yes.
dice.
So go ahead and roll your 25 dice.
Do you have enough?
I'll be fine. I just have to roll it several times.
I'm gonna go ahead and add.
Don't do it.
How many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 thumper dice.
Oh, that was less than I thought you were going to use. I'm actually...
The pluses are on the opposite side that they used to be on.
Okay. That's the problem.
You should go back to your other screen.
And I'm going to use 5 thumper
Oh,
dice.
yes. 5. Oh. They rolled poorly for me.
8 hits.
8 hits.
Not as good as it could have been, but
Yeah, it was 25 dice, but it processes the identity. It says, it like kind of whirs for a moment, and then it says, identity confirmed. Yes. Biometric scan registered.
Yes.
SIN registered. Or, what is it? It's SIN stands for something identification
System
number?
identification number.
System identification number confirmed.
Or social
File
insurance
access
number
granted.
if you're Canadian.
Great. I'm Emil Corrigan. I want all his files. I just want straight up copy that crap. I'm
so
not even
go
gonna
ahead.
bother
Give
digging
me
around.
give me a matrix perception to get an idea of kind of roughly how many of the files you're able to pull and access, and also what else you notice about them.
I've got 4 hits.
Okay, so as you root around, you definitely notice that there's quite a bit of information on there, and you see some sort of labeled folders that you think, okay, these would probably be the best ones, and then the bestest of the best, because they're the most encrypted. Like,
Do they
even
have
within
data
this,
bombs?
There's a couple of data bombs sitting on them.
Right.
In the safe?
So, yeah, of course. So I'm going to. How many packets have data bombs?
3.
3. Great. Can I go ahead and just fork so I can try to diffuse data bombs 2 at a time? There. And what does this look like? I'm on the Matrix. I'm in Emil's personal sort of. Is it very sterile, or is it a reflection?
It looks like a lot like his apartment, like very suave and modern.
Without a grenade in the wall.
Yeah, without a grenade in the wall. Everything's sort of pretty suave and modern, and all of the files are like knickknacks from other countries, and the ones that you're looking at are inside like a glass cabinet that you see just like laser beams crisscrossing in front of.
It's just pretentious. I mean,
Oh,
it's really pretentious
it so
to put
is.
glass around your pretend artifacts.
Yeah.
And like this
Yeah.
angers me to some extent.
Yeah.
Like, can't you be a little more imaginative to just copying a damn
there's-
apartment?
There's a Fabergé egg, a Ming vase, and a jade lion.
What is Fabergé?
It's a very complex, ornate egg from your own
Italy or Spain?
Fabergé was this dragon what
Russia.
laid very fancy eggs back like 200 years ago.
What
No,
are you guys
don't
talking
hear
about?
any of this, by the way.
No, we definitely don't.
So 4 hits on diffuse data bomb on 2 of them.
Okay.
I still like the idea of a dragon in Fabergé.
You guys distracted me to sound good.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
What made you bring up Fabergé eggs?
I was Googling.
So you actually very
sorry.
successfully diffused the data bomb on one, and the other just. But the third one, the one that
But you haven't attacked it yet.
have not attacked, you notice the Fabergé egg data device is actually like there's like extra lasers on this one. You suspect that it might have a slightly higher rating.
All right then. Then I will go ahead and diffuse data bomb in that one, but I will use 5 thumper dice. I would not like to get zapped in the head. And then, just for safety, I have 4 hits, but just for safety, I'm going to use one of my personal edge to reroll the misses on.
You used 5 thumper dice.
I did use 5 thumper dice, yes. So this many. At 8 hits.
So you kind of end up doing that Indiana Jones thing, you know, you're like, oh, it's you know, you open it up very carefully and you get it out of like the glass cabinet and then you realize there's this data bomb pressure plate that the Fabergé egg's on. So you're like, oh gosh. So you create like a digital...
I pull a statue of a Scooby-Doo out of my own Matrix inventory and swap it in.
And you're okay.
Rest well, Scooby.
It's now there forever. So you have 3 files or 3 data packets that you have managed to copy. They are still encrypted, but you can take some time. Like, you can take them away
I don't need to do that here.
And decrypt them another way.
Can I run an extra copy file to get the non-encrypted stuff? The's no reason not to
you got
grab
the time
some
to
extra
have it.
pay data. I would like to. So I've got the precious cargo. I just want the regular cargo. But you know what? I don't need that cargo, so it's fine. I just don't need it. I'm not interested in it anymore. It's crappy cargo. I did mathematically no. I did not. But the closeness of it, I'm like, you know what? No, I'll hit. And it's not half ones, just close ones.
Yeah,
we're done.
You're like, oh god.
I'm pushing my luck.
Yeah.
Is what I'm doing. I have the good stuff. I'm going to leave.
So you disconnect. The guard is still standing there and like, are you, Mr. Corrigan, are you finished?
Yes.
And he'll escort you back out. He'll have you go first through the doors, kind of clunk, locks them behind you, and escorts you back out through the hallways of the bank and into the waiting area.
Wait, what?
In the van.
And so I motion to. We're late.
Your 7 p.m. is not happy.
Before you leave, give him a spooky message, because when the news comes out that you're dead, they're gonna think you was a ghost.
I'm just gonna go. Is what I'm gonna do. I will turn to a security camera and just look at it briefly and then leave.
In the van, Mordecai passes out and involuntarily starts astrally projecting.
Good. Just as you're leaving, you hear like one of the guards goes, "Wait, are you? That didn't look like." And you begin to hurry out the door as they finally got through the friggin' disguise. I feel better about it making that last roll.
So we quickly abscond and get the at a dodge. We duck as quickly as.
Did you get it?
Let's not talk about those things near the bank.
Did you bring us lollipops?
So I just want to make it clear that I find a corner and take off the masks as soon as I believe I'm not inside range, so they can't follow us in case they figure it out. I'm not gonna run back to the van as a meal. So I go back and take that jacket off and just reset. So I'm just a harried lady business person with flat wig hair.
Yeah. You shake it up a little bit. Or if the movie.
My heart is racing like a pack of thoroughbred stallions.
So those of you who are, the van I assume is parked relatively close to the bank, so you do notice there's kind of an increase in commotion. Like you see her leave, and then maybe a minute later there's kind of this increase of commotion. You see like at least one person like go outside and kind of look around. There's definitely this sense that they're like, we think something bad might have just happened, but we're not really sure what it is.
Let's go. Is it possible that how close am I to the van? Can we just jump to the van, or do I have to figure out how to get to the van?
We can assume at this point you probably tell the van to come meet you somewhere, and you keep going further.
Keep going through an alley, back way, avoiding cameras. Are there any cameras? I'm gonna be looking around for cameras that I might have to brick before I get to them.
There's probably like a handful of them, but I have
a jammer. Can I just jam them?
That would be most effective.
Great. I'm just gonna use an area jammer to mess up some cameras.
My body's driving away.
Yep.
Why is my body driving away? Come back, body. Come back.
You got the files on Corrigan?
So Mordecai, as you are astral and they get the call, like Cromwell probably gets the call, like we need a rendezvous, and you will send like some location. While you're walking away quickly jamming cameras, what do you do?
I'm gonna try to follow my body.
Wait, is the car driving on its own? I assume we don't.
I'm feeling kind of hazy for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know. I did exactly what I was told, breathing into that paper bag. So I should be feeling better, but for some reason I'm all cloudy.
Wait, there's peanuts in this bag. Fang, did you put peanuts in this bag?
I don't think so.
It was the Brakhaven bag.
How close is the van?
You're at the van.
I was thinking there's garbage in there from
I
fries.
pull the door open and they're just in mid-conversation, and I assume you're like right next to me, or did we go
Yeah,
separately? Great, so we're just jump in. We need to leave.
I guess I gently push aside Mordechai's body if he's in the driver's seat.
I think I'm probably driving.
Somebody had to get it to the rendezvous, so I'm
We're
pretty sure
we're
you
in
didn't
Dinah.
take-
We're not in Van Helsing.
Yeah.
Like that's.
Pretty confident you weren't in Van Helsing.
So we're not in Van Helsing. Great. Then Dinah came to me and everything is fine, and he's passed out in the back.
So for those
jump
who don't
into
know-
the driver's seat.
One van is stealthy and subtle, and another van has a giant shark painted on the side.
But it's, as we say, what is it?
It's
is
bitchin'.
bitchin'.
There we go.
It's very bitchin'.
It
I
makes
don't know
us-
if this mission called for bitchin'. I don't know if it was a bitchin' mission.
I inspect Mordechai and is just like, hey, you okay?
I want to know what's on this file.
Oh my God, guys! There's so many doors. There's so many doors at the bank.
I know.
Oh, if it had gone wrong, you never would have heard from me again ever.
Let's
They
just
like wouldn't even let me
Bang
pass.
just like pushes people out
Yeah,
the way and
You,
starts.
no. I'm driving my own vehicle.
Then we need to go.
I am driving while I'm talking. I have that
Okay.
ability.
Wait. How many doors?
I have video. I will send it to you.
Oh, the kid's talking to my body.
All right, so
Oh,
we need to go back there. Anything?
4.
You went through 4 doors.
4 doors. But they were very large doors.
No, they were all intense
While
security doors.
they're describing the doors and there's nothing else to do but travel, I take out my Sharpie.
Don't do it. No, I'm gonna stop you this time.
Nothing else to do. I want to know what's on this file about.
We
Corey.
can't yet.
Okay, I can't do it while everybody just chill. I'm driving us to the Draco Foundation, and I will decrypt the files there.
I miss calling her the kid.
Let's try.
Are you
to wake him
unastral?
up.
I don't think
Have you caught up
I
with
don't
your
think
body?
you can find
I'm-
his body for an hour. If
No, I can
what?
find it. I'm just following it. I was following it along. I was maybe a little.
Can I lightly hit his face until he wakes up?
No, I'm still projecting. I'm in the van right now, but I'm just still a little cloudy. And
there's a whole
like-
section in the Shadowrun book on how to harass your mage friends by moving their body.
Oh
while
no,
they're
that is
still-
true. That is true. But it's a little different depending
But
on
it's
when you move it.
that's if I lose track of my body.
I'm really worried because this is the first time that you've passed out from
Yeah.
the peanut bag. Like, should we?
Do we need an EpiPen?
Or should we assume that you've been kidnapped by spirits and now we need to have an adventure to get your
This is
soul
the second
back?
time I've been worried about him being kidnapped this week.
Calm
If you
down,
want-
everybody. I can see him. Oh, he's just right there behind the van, running after us.
Oh,
It's
hey,
fine.
Cromwell.
Oh, and so I hurry and draw a cat face on him and then put my Sharpie away and like put it into it.
I'm in so much trouble now.
You guys are really helping with this bank
shouldn't
thing.
have
You're
done that to
very
his
helpful.
face.
Thank you.
I was plan K. We did fine.
Everybody just don't burn my van down so I can get us to safe harbor, all right? Great.
So eventually, you're after many threats of if you don't stop talking, I'm going to turn this van around.
Where? To the bank?
And responses.
Do
like
not
that.
backtalk the driver, Fang. I am not in the mood.
Question,
You're
how
not
long,
my real
how long does
mom.
Cromwell still think he's driving before he figures out mainframe is taking control?
Give you logic and intuition.
I used to call her
mean-
kid, but she didn't like it, so I stopped.
1 and it's a glitch.
No, the entire time Grandma thinks he's driving.
I just look over at him and try to get. But I'm driving my own van on the Matrix. It's fine.
Are we
we
all-
get
So you get to
to the
the
Draco
Draco Foundation.
Foundation, and go as quickly as possible.
Go
in.
into their parking. I'm sure they have underground
Yeah,
parking.
underground parking. I send a message in advance to Miss J. Like we need a clean room or something, and so I can decrypt these files.
You should also ask her to validate parking.
Feel free to do that yourself.
I
I've-
was, but I'll
Hey, just
get a message
mainframe! I
back
really want to
being
know what's in those files. Hey, mainframe, get the parking validated. Make up your minds.
She wants to grow up so fast. I just don't want her to have the kind of life
Mainframe,
that I
good
had.
job not getting caught in a bank behind 4 doors.
We don't need to thank you for things that we already know you can do. Like, we know you can do this. It's like no one thanks me when I punch someone in the face.
That's
Like,
true.
we know you are really good, and that's why you're on MMFEC's team.
She's not a kid.
But you know
though.
what? You know what? Thank you for being amazing like always.
All right, thanks for doing your job, Mainframe. Now let's get this file.
I guess I just have to accept that.
I need a vacation.
I'm out. Fuck this.
Hashtag passive aggressive.
So, do I need to roll anything to decrypt, or are we just gonna like
Yeah,
story
we're,
this?
we're gonna story this. So you guys head into the Darker Foundation, and Miss J will meet you in the lobby. And she will actually invite you back to her office if you would like.
Have
to.
we ever seen it before?
Cromwell has,
Wait, we gotta go into
but
it.
you don't know that unless he tells
Yeah.
you.
For the record, I'm back in my body and conscious.
Oh, good. How was your nap?
It wasn't a nap. I was projecting. I didn't mean to, but then I was. It was really weird.
That sounds like when I take a nap in the car. Didn't mean to, and then it happened.
Would you like to speak to one of our physicians about that issue, Mordecai?
I don't know. I was breathing into the bag like I was told to.
It's all right. He's just got janky brain.
What's that?
You know, janky brain, right? When you breathe your own air too much because you're panicking, and then you have to breathe your own air to calm yourself down. If it goes a little bit too far, and someone put peanuts in the bag, or peanut oil soaked in fries and all that, so you get all the janky brain, right?
I'm not allergic to peanuts.
Did we almost just kill Mordecai?
No, we didn't just kill him. He just has janky brain.
Miss J, I've got.
My brain is not janky.
No, I'm. Yeah, you're
If
not.
you would like to come with me, my office will work as a clean room for decrypting these files.
Thank you. I would love to do that. Yes.
This is what happens when we don't get to fight things.
Yeah, I know.
Thing and Cromwell are just like,
We didn't get to punch this mission.
We did literally like.
Would you like to go to our training room?
No. I've never actually gotten in a fight with you. Like really, I've gotten in a fight
you've
with
got
you.
a lot of sharp weapons. I don't want to get in a fight with you. I want to
I'm
find
just
out about
presenting
this
if
Corrigan
they
file.
need to get some exercise or something. We have a gym on site. If you would like,
No, it's okay.
do you need to go for a run or a walk?
We'll just wait.
We're just we're used to things going a little bit more poorly than they did that last time. I let them down.
It sounds like things went rather well.
Elsie did a great job with the disguise, and I did my job, and here we are.
So she'll lead you back into the office, and I think you notice that there's not a lot of connections in there. Like, it's kind of interesting that there are icons on the matrix, but it feels a little bit different than you're used to. And so she'll kind of take Miss J takes a moment. Oh, you probably need to jack in.
I mean, I can do wirelessly, but yeah, that's fine. That would be great.
So she'll kind of pull out like a terminal and let you get situated.
Blow the dust off of it.
Yeah, it's just like I haven't had to use this in a while.
Did you use your mouth air?
Does it play like
Red.
the Mac startup sound?
Random answer.
The chimes.
No, but she's used her mouth air to clear off the terminal.
Yes, her mouth air. As opposed to the other air.
I'm tired.
I love the modem sound you've hooked up to this data jack. It's a delightful touch. I mean,
I thought you would appreciate the retro.
I did.
Retro nature. Those were the good old days, they say. Awful. I'm sure.
It's like a Matrix nerds tea time.
Yeah.
It's just like data jacking in, having a nice, polite conversation.
So-
decrypting
so-
incredibly powerful political evidence.
Oh yeah, no. So she'll be assisting you with the decryption, and it's kind of an interesting feeling because there is this. It feels very different how you're used to doing it. Like it is a technomancer, and so you eventually kind of between the two of you pull off the decryptions from the files fairly swiftly, and she thanks you for your assistance. And when you take a look at them, the files fairly clearly spell out a direct correspondence from Kenneth Brakhaven, the governor, to Emil Corrigan, asking him to deal with and sort of describing explicitly to end what's his face?
That
Edmund
one guy.
Jeffries. And then you notice that as time goes on, those tensions become a lot higher. And then, interestingly enough, there's some correspondence that are not directly to Corrigan. Like he has accessed and stolen a couple of things from Brakhaven that suggest that Corrigan is no longer in his good books, especially due to the fact that the attack on Jugashvili did not go as planned.
And explains the
Brakhaven-
bullet in the head.
Brakhaven is very definitely blaming Corrigan for everything that, like, you messed this up, you should have hired better runners, or everything, like, this is gonna fall on me, and, like, you are basically cutting him out and saying that his time was limited at that point. And so there's a very clear connection from this information between Brakhaven and the Humanist Poly Club and the actions dealing with Jeffries and Jugashvili, and likely a pretty strong suggestion that Brakhaven was also responsible for what happened to Corrigan.
And these ties are more to Carl or Kenneth Brakhaven?
Kenneth Brakhaven.
Kenneth.
So Corrigan's information is relating to the governor. This information is now on the governor.
Nice.
So this is how you topple a government.
Yes, this is.
So
What we can only hope is that what takes its place is something better.
What is your strategy for releasing this information?
I have several contacts within various media outlets. We are going with a wide approach. The more people that know, the harder this is on Brakhaven. The corporations won't want to be associated with him after this, and they will pull his support. We also will be able to directly not try them or arrest them for conspiracy to murder and assassination.
So I assume Dana Oaks is probably ready to go with formal charges.
That's the hope. We need to consolidate this information, and only at that point will we release the status of both. Although Corrigan, we're running out of time on, people will need to know, but we won't release the status on Oaks until she's ready with her defense or her prosecution.
Nice.
I think you're gonna have to be careful with Brakhaven. I mean, undoubtedly he has moles.
He has friends in many places.
So getting this out and getting charges filed before he disappears is gonna be interesting.
That's the hope. That is where we're relying on the shadows. They tend to move swifter and more nimbly and with slightly less discretion.
Yes, the shadows. I know them well.
Thank you, Mordecai, for your ever-dramatic presence in my life.
You're welcome.
So what's next for us then?
It seems you may want to take some time to ensure that your identities are secure and that none of this falls back to you. It will be at least a few days before the final fallout for this is released.
Time for us to get out of town.
Time for you to ensure that your safety is taken care of, and perhaps to find some other work in the meantime. I don't expect you to only be working for the Foundation. We're not paying you for that.
Are there any measures you recommend we take? I don't know if this is your first time toppling an entire government, but it's ours.
No, I can't say that it is my first time toppling an entire... It is also my first time toppling a government. It's very exciting.
This whole thing is
sort of thrilling. It's
wouldn't
something
say
I've
it's
been working
toppling
for.
a government. It's just removing a corrupt official. You're not removing the structure of that government.
I don't know.
Are we removing the structure of the government?
No, we're toppling all the people, and the structure is there to be filled like a vacuum.
The hope is that we can fill it with individuals that have better interests for less well-off individuals at heart. And this is certainly a different approach than my sister would have taken, but...
You have a sister.
She does not mention that anymore. She's just like... She's been working fairly hard at toppling other governments. I wouldn't recommend her strategy.
Her sister.
Duly noted.
Well, we all have sisters we don't like to talk about. So, I guess you'll message us with...
I am certain I will have something for you soon.
So if I'm to understand correctly, MMFEC just succeeded not only adequately, but we're actually going to be responsible for having toppled a government.
But we can't take open credit for that.
No, but
Welcome to try. I
guys-
wouldn't recommend it. There's a lot of powerful enemies that will be very pissed off.
I'm just saying, do you guys want to celebrate with a freeze frame jumping high five?
I can take the picture.
I would love to practice a
No one's ever asked me that before.
But
I'm
it's
gonna
just
cast-
for us, right? It's just our photo?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast levitate on the group.
Good, because
to
when
make
I
this
was
happen.
I will, as the GM, I will only allow this moment to happen in game if you all agree to do it in person.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
it's happened.
100%.
We don't.
Hang on, let me see if I...
We can jump though, we'll count.
Yeah, I got the hits.
2, 3. Do we jump on 3 or would we be in the air at 3?
And is it all hands in the center or all hands
All
like
right.
in a chain?
I would say 1, 2, 3.
Mana
We're
swirls
gonna lose our
around.
heads.
Yeah.
I think we need to start at the bottom.
Oh, are we doing
and
one of
jump
these?
We need to
up.
go
Yeah.
closer to the. Oh, okay.
Oh, we have to go further away.
This is fine.
Yeah.
We'll just have to be crouch jumping.
All right.
Yeah.
Where are our hands going?
Up.
Up, just
Yeah.
up. Okay, up. Okay.
Think High School Musical.
Yeah. Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Clip that. There we go. Thanks, Thumbers.
Well, like, if, yeah.
And to be clear, in the world, we all just like are suspended in midair.
Enough time for us to actually make hand contact.
While Miss J takes the photo.
Is it one of those 3D
She
photos? that
sends
you can
it
look?
to all of you. Yeah. There's probably just a shit ton of cameras in the room, and you're like, it's like a full 360 image, and it like, choo-choo.
Perfect.
The VR experience. You're welcome.
That was great.
Yeah,
I feel really. Nothing can go wrong now.
So, MMFEC makes their way out, leaving the large and airy office of Miss J and the Draco Foundation. The place always has this sort of corporate, but like still kind of weirdly homey sort of feel. And makes their way out to the world and has some time now to probably about a month before they're going to get contacted for some other job. So in that meantime, what does MMFEC do? I think, should we just go down the line? Anyway, we'll start over here.
Sure.
Start with Mordecai.
So there's a bunch of things I'm going to do, but I actually want to jump ahead to the end of all that because Mordecai is going to pay a visit to Talia. Hey, Talia.
Hello.
I'm going to need a bunch more reagents. I'm binding spirits now, and so, as you know, it takes
You're
a lot.
binding spirits?
Yeah.
What are you, one of those hermetic mages?
Well, I mean, you're hermetic, so
Yeah,
would
I
think it
thought
would-
you were different. I don't deal with spirits.
well. I mean, binding is a technical term. It's not really what it is. It's more of an engagement with the spirit. It's been working well so far. I've got a new spirit I bound. He's an earth spirit, all kind of rocky and chunky. I asked him his name, but he said that I could never know his true name, so I'm calling him Marbles.
That sounds right. Don't lose him.
Well, that's the plan. Look, well, I wanted to say that the shark tattoo has been really working well. It's really powerful.
Yeah, I'm good at what I do.
Well, I don't think I really got the chance to properly thank you for all of that work. So I thought maybe I could take you out for a nice dinner.
I was not anticipating that question.
Just as a way to, pay you back a little for it.
Yes. I was gonna actually call in my favor, but now I feel strange about that.
You can call in your favor. It's a favor. It's owed to you.
Makes me feel uncomfortable if you're making this offer, which sounds nice.
I don't want you to be uncomfortable. I mean, just when you close up the shop, if you like.
I could close early today.
Real food.
I don't have
doesn't-
any scheduled customers, so we could go get some not soy-based food. Or some slightly soy-based
Okay,
food.
I mean, I don't usually eat this early, but that's fine.
I can wait. Here, so I was gonna ask, because you were talking about needing reagents. I have a customer that's wanting a ritual done, and they need a dragon scale.
A dragon scale.
Dragon scale. I figure on your journeys as a runner, if you can find one of those.
A dragon scale? You know the kind of runs I go on, right? I mean,
You've dealt with corpse.
I've dealt with corpse, but dragons are another thing entirely. I mean,
I'm not asking for a live one.
no, but you're asking for the scale of one. I mean, if I were looking for a dragon scale, I would first ask you, frankly. You're way more connected than I am.
I'm just saying if you happen to find one, I will also likely owe you some more magical goods in exchange.
I mean, sure, if I
Just
get
keep
any
it on your
leads
radar.
on one, for sure. But do you feel like can I do this for you? Can I?
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, yes. Let's go get dinner.
All right.
Is this how
So
things work?
we'll go to a nice upscale restaurant.
Ooh, do you change
Husband.
clothes?
Pardon?
Does he change clothes?
I do change clothes.
What?
Talia shows up and she's like, I feel underdressed now.
They're not nice clothes, to be clear.
Are they clean?
They're still,
Just a different
but they're cleanish.
Are they Elsie shut-in clothes from the previous?
I'll spend about 1,000 nuyen on the dinner. It's real food. So
Wow.
It's gonna be about that.
Oh my god.
I mean,
Thank you, Mordecai.
Well, I mean, it's a big deal. Like this focus that you gave me. It's really I knew I needed it in order to be stronger to do this work, but it's almost overwhelming having.
Be careful. They are tough things to have. I've seen
It
many
is.
mages go down the wrong paths because of them.
It has been really kind of scary for me. Between all my foci, it's just been kind of overwhelming, frankly.
You know you should spend some time with them deactivated as well.
I do. I try to.
Try is dangerous. You have to actually do it. You're my friend, Mordecai. I don't want something to happen to you. I don't want you to get hurt. And if I knew that I had some part in that because of the foci that I gave you, business aside, I'd feel bad.
Well, but I mean, that's why I asked for the foci in the first place. You know that. I mean, I don't know how to explain it. I'm scared all the time. And the only
Shadowrun.
way I know how to beat the fear is by getting angry. And
Have you tried
It's-
therapy?
I have not tried therapy, no. I don't make therapy kind of money. That's
Okay.
You know, I'd been trying to get back to the metaplanes again ever since that first time I was able to get there. It took me quite a while, but I did it. I got back there. And I thought for sure this was the way for me to become stronger. And I was in my lodge, I was astrally projecting. I remember cornbread was on my lap. It was really nice, really sweet, and then all of a sudden I was there. And there was this dark figure in front of me. They call it the Dweller on the Threshold. It's supposed to be sort of the guardian between people and the metaplanes. I didn't know what to do. And it was coming at me, and I just knew I could die in that moment. I almost did. I don't know what came over me, but I reached for my towel. I forgot to mention I'm a towel mage now.
Somehow I am not surprised.
I reached for my towel, and even though like I was projecting, it was somehow there in my astral form. And I brought my towel out, and I held it aloft, and I said, "Feel the rhythm, feel the rhyme, get on up, it's towel time." And the figure froze where he was. I don't know why, I don't know if he was intimidated or confused or what, but he spoke to me in that moment. And he said, "You're not strong enough. You're not ready for what comes next." And he fired some kind of spell at me, I don't know what, and then I was back in my body. I'm starting to feel like I'm in over my head. But I also feel like I'm stuck in a tunnel and the only way out is through.
seen a lot of mages in my time as a talismonger. I see strong mages, weak mages, and the thing is it's not what you think makes them strong that actually makes them strong. The ones that come in and they talk about their team and their family and working together and how they fill in each other's strengths and they get matching frigging tattoos. Those are the ones that are strong. Those are the ones that keep coming back. And not because they're hooked and not because they're weak, but because they can keep moving forward. And the ones that don't, ones that are by themselves, some lone wolf complex, those ones, they die. And I never see them again, and their astral signature is gone from this world. I don't want you to be that kind of mage, because I saw you going down that path, Mordecai. And I care about you, and I didn't want that to happen to you.
I appreciate that. I don't think I could get another tattoo. The first one really hurt. You were really pushing that needle.
Sometimes us talismongers express strength and really find that the importance of binding is through pain and frustration.
Huh.
And other times it's not. Other times it's through nice conversation and friendship. Those times are rarer, it seems, but very pleasant.
Well, I appreciate everything you've done for me.
If you want another foci, come talk to me. But in the meantime, be careful.
I'm trying to cut back on my foci use. I think I'm going to find another way. I can just quicken a spell or something like that. I need to really, I don't know, I guess it's just a matter of moderating my use.
There are people out there who care about you. They're important.
I'm not used to that.
It's hard to deal with. But don't get overwhelmed. Hold the towel, keep calm, don't panic.
It's good advice. Thanks.
I assume you take the bill?
I do.
Oh, excellent. Talia had like
That
fresh
was not ended
lobster.
well, I'm sure.
Like she had lobster just because.
Real lobster?
Real lobster.
$1,000 New Yen. Like,
Yeah. I mean,
That's a lot.
this is a pricey dinner.
I paid that to like fly to Europe.
That's a pricey dinner. So after a lovely dinner, anything else that Mordecai has done in the meantime?
He learned a few spells, and we'll see how that plays out for him.
All right, Mainframe. How is your downtime?
Well, I'll see to a couple of things. I go on another couple dates with Captain Moore, and it's not a lot of interruptions.
Yeah,
so-
this time you're not called with an emergency Spanish call.
emergency Spanish calls. He was very concerned, and I was impressed that he was always very chill about the fact that I just keep running away. So we spend like a good quality kind of week. I go on his boat, just like hanging out. Like a shipping groupie. I don't even know. Like we just have a good time. I haven't just been
Takes
able
you on
to
like the
be-
smaller corporate boat because he sneaks you into like a corporate party or something if you want to go because they're hosting one on the boat and he's like, yeah, do you wanna come
She wears a dress.
hang out? Like I can bring a +1 on the boat that I am captaining, and he's got his like captain's hat on and captain's uniform.
Mainframe is very excited about this
Let's
entire
involve-
She's got the dress uniform on. This is all very exciting. She gets a new dress.
Whoa!
Yeah, because
A
it's like
different
floor
one?
length, right? 'Cause
Yeah,
this is
yeah. This
kind of
is
more
like
of a gala situation.
Formal,
So it's
corporate,
like
fundraising
deep
gala.
purple, it's sort of strapless, like down to the. Well, it has like little straps and like a lot of like sort of glitter. Like it's maybe a little bit, it's not too much, but just on the edge.
Just a hint of glitter.
A hint of it. Yeah.
And Fang is like,
I'm helping!
Glittering hay.
I read Tween magazine.
Oh, thank you. Oh my goodness. Wow. Thank you. Where did you get Glitter. I didn't know you could have glitter on parole.
So sparkly mainframe.
Glitter's not allowed.
It's kind of
It's
the
a
herpes of the
forbidden
craft world.
weapon.
It's
You're
Or
just,
restricted.
you're just shimmering. You're effervescent.
So they have a very romantic gala evening on the boat, and afterwards, you know, they have a
good
lovely evening, and she explains to him,
I'm gonna roll for Helga.
yeah, we can. You want to play that game? We
Yes,
can do
What
that.
are you rolling for? I'm sorry.
Rolling for
How
how
good
well
the night was? Okay.
How well the night went. That's what happened.
Moore was very suave. He was very suave.
How do you know how many dice to roll?
Oh my god,
Gentlemanly.
Oh, shit!
Did you glitch?
Yeah.
Big
No, it's not a critical glitch.
Oh no, I got 2 hits. Okay, yes, I glitched. I got 2 hits and I glitched.
So Captain Moore is
No,
incredibly.
wait, no, I didn't. Wait, no,
No, you
did.
glitched.
No, I did.
You
Incredibly
glitched.
suave.
glitched.
no! Holy crap.
Incredibly suave, but you know what happens is that partway through.
Even 2 hits
Partway
is
through
much.
the evening, you lean over and the zipper on your dress just splits open.
Why were the hell?
This fancy corporate gala, and then your dress just splits open, and Moore's like, "Oh my gosh!" And he like he gives you his coat, and he's like, "Are you okay?" And then you forced to like wear like sailor scrubs for the rest of the night.
Oh. You looked good for a little bit.
She has not called you about that yet.
I know.
You've been watching too many Japanese romance cartoons.
Yeah, I'll prepare my
She may not tell anyone about that. So it's very traumatic. Moore's being very.
It might cut the evening short. a
Yeah,
little
no,
bit.
I think
Yeah.
I'm not gonna put him through staying longer than that. So when that happens, we adjourn, and I
I mean, your dress is already off, so.
is he
Wolverine.
like what is
Whoa.
the mood there?
What kind of a...
Is he like down on the evening?
He
or is
will
he,
go
like,
with
up on
whatever
the evening?
mainframe wants at this point. He rolled very well, so he is rolling with the punches.
Then he manages to console her because she's kind of upset and embarrassed, and it sounds like he's able to transcend that because she just wanted to just have a normal night where she could fit in with other people like that.
It's like, we can like go get you another dress. It's
I don't really care about impressing them. They're not the kind.
You're impressing me no matter what.
Oh.
I don't think I deserve you.
Oh.
You saved my life. You are a very suave lady. The dress aside, that is not your fault. I assume you didn't sabotage it. That would be strange.
No, I'm really excited about this dress, and
We'll get it fixed, and then I will take you out to dinner. How about, and he'll, pick a date for in the future. We will go to this other suave event. I have a friend of a friend who can get us into it.
that would be thank you. I need to go away for a little while. I have obviously I've got some stuff I need to work out, so I'm gonna go to Tangier for a couple of weeks and just kind of disconnect. You know how it is with me and the connecting, and I feel like I just need to remember or learn what's important. But I will come back.
Give me a call when you're back in town.
And I would love to give a different dress a spin.
I will happily spin
Careful
you in it.
spin with proper structural support. And what did you say?
That I will happily spin you in it. He'll twirl you. We can go dancing.
And she just kisses him.
Oh yeah!
Just like he's saying all the
I
right
am not
things.
suave.
He's saying all the right things.
Isn't it great to be a suave gentleman?
I am not one of those in real life. Let's see.
She's just very overwhelmed, and so she.
It's pretty good. It's that he is like a middle to upper tier.
Do I need
kisser.
to roll for?
No,
No.
it's
Oh.
fine.
I
If you want to.
I got 4 hits.
Good.
I did not glitch.
Yeah. Because
So
otherwise,
it's-
if you glitch, you're like licking his
Yes.
face or something.
Don't
like
lick
that.
his face unless he
That's
likes
definitely
it.
not a thing people should do. So she disconnects and goes to she calls her fixer El Rondell and gets some contacts down at Tangier. She hasn't spent a lot of time there, but She spends a couple, like a week, like 10 days.
Yeah,
just kind of learning about the elven heritage she never really got to grow up with. And she kind of like, she locks up her deck in a safe while she's there and doesn't really use the matrix a whole bunch. She lets people know that she's going off the grid so they don't freak out. She doesn't tell them necessarily where she's going, just that she needs to do a retreat.
She does have a comm link in her head.
Yeah,
so.
She takes that out.
I mean, I don't.
No, she turns it off.
It's in my brain, so I appreciate the enthusiasm, but I do not. But you know, she just kind of powers it down. She can do that, and just
disconnects it.
and learns some elven like meditation techniques. It learns about some plants, brushes up on her ethereal. And has some long talks with people about kind of the difference between what you're born into and the life you choose. A lot of discussions about that. And at the end of this retreat, she has gained a point of intuition. She now has 6 points of intuition.
A lot of intuition. It's very intuition-y.
Yes, she feels just this great clarity. She like can take a step back and laugh at herself and the dress situation, whereas just a couple weeks ago that was deeply upsetting, but also just a little bit more perspective on everything. Why she gets pissed at some of the members of MMFEC, she just has clarity. And then she comes back and has that second dinner with Captain Moore.
A lot of twirling. Bang!
Mine is not as elaborate. There's no shipping happening. It is just
disappointing.
Going to the court date. Not an
an
actual date.
Yeah, no, it's a much less fun court date. So you go to your court date. While you're there, at this point, probably a few days after the events of the run, there's been just huge numbers of news reports. The information was leaked, multiple sources, different groups of people reporting on it, a lot of spin. But the main conclusion being that Brakhaven ends up stepping down, and Dana Oaks survived and is pressing charges against both Brakhavens, Keith and Kenneth. He is no longer, so there is currently no governor, and they are going to be holding an election in November, and so there is interim governor, I guess the vice governor. I don't know who would take over.
Is it lieutenant?
Probably, yeah, the lieutenant. So they are currently taking over until the elections in November. The local election. So the big news broken. So at that point, when you go to your court date, Dana Oaks is there, and kind of gives a speech about how the charges were fraudulent. Like clearly, this was a case that they were falsified. That you were blamed for a crime that you did not commit. That you were a hero to the people working for Lone Star. And an upstanding citizen, and should be cleared of this in particular charge, and criminal sin revoked and restored to regular sin.
And
in your case, I think was corporate, right?
Yeah.
Lone Star. The judge agrees, and Fang is no longer considered a criminal.
That's worth a freeze frame high five.
Yeah, well, I mean, I do that, but no one's around me.
Yeah.
So how does this work? Does she have no sin, or does she have like a national sin now?
Yeah, so she goes back to what her previous sin was. Although I guess Lone Star probably would have revoked.
Yeah, it's really weird because
so I think you would have a national sin. It may also even default to the one you had before that, which would have been
still a
corporate sin, right? So we'll work that out.
Yeah, there's a lot of. They're
not very clear on what.
Because if you switch corporations or
that doesn't really happen.
We're just gonna say that it's a national sin. It's a sin.
So, you are a free lady.
It's great. I celebrate by, going to see Lottie in jail.
Great.
Yeah.
Lottie is like happy to see you. She's like, hello.
Well, I'm just trying to make
my new legs.
Uh-oh. That's the leg.
I don't know if anyone saw that. I'm not that flexible. And she like sticks her legs up in the air.
No, I just say like, hey, I never gotta say like, thanks for making sure your end of the bargain. It worked well, obviously.
I have heard there has been big news on television.
There's been a lot of news on the television.
television.
I mean,
The trades.
Oh God, what?
She's been in jail a long.
It's been a long time in jail.
So now we're at the point where I think we could be great friends because we made such a good friendship in prison. So my goal is to see you every month. And just make sure you're doing fine and not cutting people open with your legs.
She leans in and smiles. My goal is to not be here next month. And then she'll kind of wink at you.
Or you could stay here and feel like your duty to.
You are a lovely person, but my friendship is too expensive for you.
That's probably true. Oh. But she said, she was like, hey, if you're next month, I'll bring cupcakes. Great. I'll make
Perhaps
them.
if I am not here in month, we can meet in park and have
No, let's not. Let's meet him. I'm kind of sure you're still gonna murder me.
Again, your murder is too expensive.
But so she makes that appointment. She tries to spend time with has a day with Big Papa. It's a small day. We go shopping.
Sure, we go shopping.
Yeah.
Why not?
We go to the mall.
Nothing.
Like Fang buys a lot of little things. Like she doesn't buy anything big. Like a stuffed animal. It's a spider. Lots of little things.
Fang, I'm very happy for you that you had this happen. I think you probably more than any of us in MMFEC, you deserve it.
That's kind. But it just means that I could be like a full member of the family and I'm not holding you guys back and now we can go on a real family vacation and we could do the things and
sure.
And we could be good people now.
Speaking of family, about a week or so after you are no longer a criminal, you get just a short, calm message.
Oh, good.
And it's from your brother.
Oh.
From Rawat Lasko, who says that congratulations on your freedom. I am very glad that this happened. If you're around, I am currently on a business trip in Hermosillo, in Aztlan, for Aztec for the company.
Well, he's there?
Yeah.
So I can go see him?
He'll extend the offer if you're in town at some point. And he says he hopes to see you again now that you are. And there's kind of this now that you're free, but you kind of get this feeling of like now that you're no longer a disgrace to the family.
Yeah, because I definitely didn't get any. Yeah. Yay. How long do I decide before I go?
It's just sort of a standing offer that you don't have to, because if you choose to go, then we need to have more conversations.
Yeah, we do need to have more conversations.
Is Fang gonna want to go?
Let me get back to you, Elsie. Are you available right now?
What?
Yeah. I need a quick talk.
Oh, yeah.
I need a quick talk.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Not doing anything.
Good. Really?
It's fine.
Great.
I'm hanging out.
Where?
In front of somebody's house.
Can you be somewhere legal?
I am legal.
Okay, I'm going there.
Let's meet in the park.
Okay, why does everyone want to meet me at parks?
Because it's for a picnic.
I like being outside.
Okay, so we meet at a park.
It was across the street from the house I was casing.
Good.
So.
Good, I'm glad you told me that.
Okay, sorry. Hey, how are you?
Good. A couple things. One, secrets for secrets. I need to know what's the ring on the troll.
I don't know. He won't tell me. Oh my god.
Any secret, literally anything I know, I will trade for that. It is very important.
Okay.
Okay.
But
do that.
Okay, I will get you dirt on the troll's
Yes.
ring if you get me dirt on what the heck is going on with Mordecai.
I don't know. He was not talking about it when we went shopping. I even kind of was like, let's go into this other mage store, and he's like, nah, it's okay. I'm assuming that happened.
Does he still have the cat on his face?
No. He definitely washed off. I think the cat licked it off.
He's figuring it out. I think
Okay.
he's finally figuring out what Sharpie is.
I think he knows what a Sharpie is.
Oh, good. Okay.
I think he just doesn't know
he
you
was
have a Sharpie.
confused for a while.
Okay.
Like, oh.
Second, you know how like your family is kind of a bag, dreck, like just the
Yeah.
worst. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What if they were nice to you again? What if they were good people?
Well, like, even if they're nice to me, they're still really terrible to other people, and they're super racist against orcs and trolls and elves. So, it wouldn't matter if they were nice to me because they're still doing really terrible things.
But what if they weren't the racist part?
If they were just like the drugs, theft, and murdering part?
Yeah.
I would probably.
I mean, in fairness, drugs and theft are two things that you still do, so the murder is really...
We have never seen Elsie take drugs. We've only seen her.
We've only seen her
And deal them.
and deal them.
Definitely.
Deal
dealer
implies
never
that
uses-
there's money involved.
You've spent money on
She's
it.
spent money and given other people drugs.
And let's be clear,
The first
murder
one
is
is
not
always
exactly
free.
off the table for Elsie.
No,
either.
or Fang.
Well, this is what I would probably. Ugh. I don't know. My people are just really bad. Is this about your family?
No.
Oh, you're not. Oh, you're not a criminal anymore.
It's not.
So somebody reached out to you and they're like, "Hey, we totally believe that you're innocent now after you don't like need our help." Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I just like. So I don't know if you know this. I'm not exactly like perfect. and I have a brother who is perfect. He's funny and everyone likes him and he can murder without making a mess.
That's
And
Our moral compass is so twisted.
like he murders bad people. Like we're not gonna get into the murder part. But it's nice that he wants to say hi again.
There's nothing wrong with saying hi.
But I left a long time ago because
You don't have to go live with him. You can just like send him a message every once in a while.
yeah.
You don't have to like be around him all the time.
Yeah. Family's still family. What? Thank you for clearing that
And like,
up.
boundaries are good and like sometimes if a city's in lockdown that helps with distance.
Yeah.
So,
I could go. It would be nice.
Yeah. And just
you.
make sure that you always have an escape plan in case,
Well, they're not gonna like keep me there. Okay, they might. They probably won't.
Yeah.
They don't do that a lot
Just have
anymore.
a car waiting.
Okay.
I had an aunt I really liked.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is she around?
No, not really. She's in Boston, but
Do you know if she's okay? Because I know stuff there is kind of.
I don't think she is. But she was nice.
What was her name?
Aunt Sophie.
Oh, that's a good one. Was she
It was my grandma's sister.
Was she really deep in the family?
She was just kind of. That side of the family wasn't involved in crime, so like she was like she owned a restaurant when she was younger, so she like didn't have anything to do with like any sort of organized crime, and they pretty much left her alone, but yeah, that was like because my mom married in, so but I don't know what happened to her. It's probably.
Can you send her one?
Well, it's like with the nanites situation. I think something may have happened to her, and it's probably better for her safety if I don't contact her. But maybe someday or something.
That would be. Yeah.
So, oh, no.
No, it's cool.
Is
But-
Fang going to do anything related to your
Yeah.
brother this time?
Yeah. Yeah. So after that conversation, like, you know, there's again the emphasis about the ring and the secrets. Because it's secrets.
I know.
This is
I
important.
can't intimidate him is the problem.
Can you push him downstairs without killing him? Like, I'm pretty sure that's how you get information. Is that not how you? Okay.
No.
I've definitely pushed someone down the stairs for information.
I don't know how Fang ever wound up in prison.
Fang, what do you do?
She gets, you know, using her comm, she'll just write a little message being like, I would like to, yes. No, that's not what she writes. She you know, goes backspace. It would be nice to see you. I hope seeing you is not, oh, I'm not coming back. And I think you know that.
So we'll probably send back another message saying, you know, that's not the expectation, but your family and you've been missed.
Really?
And so at some point, do you keep conversing back and
Yeah.
forth? At some point you notice that your messages are bouncing, that you're no longer hearing back from your brother. It's probably been like about 3 weeks.
That's not good.
Yeah. So you notice that you are no longer, and that your messages are not going in. Elsie!
Okay. Elsie, of course, obviously that happens. She hangs out with Fang.
Cases a house or two?
Just out of habit, mostly.
Doesn't want to get rusty.
No, I mean, she just kind of like always be casing ABC.
Yeah.
ABC.
But she actually decides that she feels like she's kind of run into a couple fights lately that, you know, maybe she was overpowered in, and, you know, just like going into situations where she wasn't allowed to have any weapons, and if she was
Or a rocket launcher.
right.
Or, yeah.
She kind of has realized how reliant she is on, her ability to talk, but also just her array of tasers and whatnot, and is kind of nervous about being in another situation where she's just unarmed.
Yep.
So she joins up with Corp Fit.
Nice.
And decides that she's going to like work on getting a little stronger. And so she does that, like, and like gets really into it, and like, you know, like 5 days a week, you know.
You do the spin classes, you know,
Yeah.
where you take large weights and just spin them.
Yeah, there's tires involved and climbing ropes and like
That thing where you're doing this with the big ropes. Yeah.
yeah. So she ends
To
up
wrestle a troll.
Yeah, she learns all the lingo and starts, she meets some friends there, and of course she doesn't reveal, anything about.
She eats
her
smoothies
work.
after class with her new friends.
Yeah. Yeah, juice and all that stuff. So she starts doing that. She ends up getting a little stronger, which is good. And then she actually ends up calling up Rachel of the drowned sailor.
Yes, I was like, sorry, a lot of NPCs now.
Yep.
Yeah.
And she says to Rachel, like, hey, listen, I think you're pretty badass, and would it be okay if I came and like worked on your boat for a little bit? Like,
You want an apprenticeship?
will you teach me how to break men?
So without even asking you, she like comes up and she like grabs your arm, flex. You'll be able to haul some fish. Pinky. Is
Yeah,
it Pinky?
she wants to
It was
learn
Pinky
about
and Hook,
boats.
right?
Yeah.
Right? I don't entirely remember. I think
Sure,
it was Pinky
they
and
are
Hook.
now.
And he like brings him over and like hands you a net and like, I will teach you some of my ways, but some of them you will have to learn for yourself.
Okay.
They are learned through experience and heartbreak. through having your heart crushed, you know how to destroy others.
Okay.
And also, when you're really good at gutting a fish, you can gut others,
Okay.
literally and metaphorically.
Oh.
It's
Okay.
like the wax on, wax off approach.
Like
Yeah.
hands you a hook. Here's how you take out the guts.
So she's hoping to learn about sailing, fishing, and also like upping her Mean Girl game.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Holy crap.
So you go like once a week, sailing with Rachel Green. Not Rachel Green. Rachel. Right? Oh, what was her last name?
She's
has last
Salacious.
name. It's somewhere in here.
Rachel Grant.
Rachel
Grant.
and
Check
Monica
the Wikia.
and
Check the
Chandler.
Wikia.
I
Says
will
Grant.
throw something at you.
Rachel Grant.
There's nothing expensive behind you.
All
Yeah.
right.
So that's what Elsie does, is like basically just tries to get as ripped as her poor little 5'2",
Yes.
105-pound body will let her be.
You're 105.
She's petite.
I will start
She's
feeding
probably
you.
a little bit heavier now that she's like building up some muscle.
Oh yeah,
Little
yeah.
sensor.
She's probably put on.
She's not even up to donate blood.
What?
She can't even donate blood. You have to be 110.
Yes, that's what we all do.
Oh, she donates other people's blood.
She seems like for the
Aztechnology
murder
will take your
jacket.
blood no matter
Oh,
how much
yeah.
you
Why
weigh.
would she donate blood when she needs it for the murder jacket?
Yeah. Excellent. So your tutelage under Rachel begins.
Like she's really, yeah. I mean, it's,
Like every day, she gives you like a stack, like gut some fish, and then they like throw them in the flash freezer. And as she's doing this, she's like describing, the methods of which. So the first thing is to find their weaknesses,
Oh my god.
rip them out. Everything is punctuated with like a stab and like a gut flying somewhere.
I'm so uncomfortable. Wow.
Rachel's not your ex.
I hope not.
wait, what?
What?
He's just been in the vicinity of her and knows she could have gutted him like that fish.
Yeah.
Had he winked at her the wrong
Career
way.
development day for Elsie.
She's had quite the career track lately.
Yeah, well, no
Come
high
on.
school anymore, so
I really do like.
It's a rotation program.
yes.
Apprenticeship. Cromwell.
Cromwell, he walks out. Everyone sort of drives away, and he starts to leave, and then he realizes he doesn't really have anywhere to go, and he has this strange feeling like he wanted to take Brakhaven down so bad, but now that he's down, there's no fighting left to do, and he's not quite sure what to do with himself. And he's felt this way before. There's always some fight to find. So he starts walking through the city, and he beats the crap out of a couple of troll killers and throws them in trees, and it doesn't really feel that much better. They're pretty bloodied up, but it just doesn't give him that feeling of satisfaction. And he goes home, and Barnaby's hibernating, even though it's May.
There's hibernate.
So Barnaby
Dogs
seems
hibernate.
busy.
Oh, thank you. Oh, sorry, that's what I meant.
Barnaby's
And
a dog.
so he walks around, he ends up in Capitol Hill, and he tries to look at Mainframe, but she's not at her apartment. While he's there, this nice dress gets delivered, and he notices it looks pretty nice, but the zipper needs some loosening, so he fixes that for her. And he walks down and he sees something odd in the trash can. And he finds a big bag of dragon scales, and he wonders if maybe Mordecai would want them. But he goes by where Mordecai normally hangs out, and he's not there. So he just throws his dragon scales in the trash. And he
Whole bag of
goes,
them, too.
Whole bag. They were probably fake.
and he sees Elsie, and that starts to cheer him up. And then he sees she's with Fang, and they're laughing and they're talking, and he realizes he's been procrastinating on something they told him in the hospital. So he sighs and he goes to the doctor, and he checks himself in, and he says, "All right, doctor, look, I'm 40 years old and I'm a troll. That means I probably don't have more than a few years left in me. And they told me what in the hospital I've had a heart attack or two that I didn't pay enough attention to. And I've got a couple of things left to do, and I just want to know how long I have to do them."
They'll run some tests. Give me a body and Strength check.
It's coming down to dice.
What is this?
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Cromwell, don't
You
glitch
have
this
a lot
test.
of dice.
This is a
Let's
test that
see.
matters.
I don't think you can use numbered dice for a medical exam.
Wait, what if you critically fail this? Do you just die right now?
We got edge, I think.
To be fair, Cromwell
You do.
was pretty
You
well.
all got edge.
Hey! Good timing.
Here, I'm not telling you what I'm using this for. I'm just making him roll dice.
No, but if he critically glitches a body and
He's a troll, so his body instincts are pretty good. They're 7 hits.
So the doctor, he's like, yeah, you should probably start, and gives you some medications and some preventative measures, tells you to cut back on the salt, and the surprises, and increase your cardiac exercise slowly over time. Make sure you're exercising every day. But unless with some diet and exercise, he's unconcerned about this being a immediately life-threatening ailment. But obviously, if you feel any of the following symptoms, including heart palpitations, tightness in your chest, difficulty breathing, faintness, high fever, to come to the emergency room immediately.
What about a stressful relationship? Should I avoid those? Just sort of ignore the feelings, put them in a box?
Putting stress in a box is typically going to result in more stress. That's how stress works. So, process them in a healthy manner, but maybe not go out of your way to seek stressful situations.
Well, you're saying stress is like a grenade, what reflects off the insides of the box.
Yes, and we don't want your heart to experience chunky salsa.
What kind of doctor is this?
All right, well,
It's a veterinarian, probably. That's the sort of doctor Cromwell would have gone to.
Actually, yes, he does have a contact who's a veterinarian. He's not Mary the vet.
Mary the
Captain
vet.
Pickles sees her too.
So I can't put him in a box. All right, so Cromwell boards a plane.
What?
And a couple of weeks later, he returns, and it's about to be Mainframe's birthday. He made sure to get back in time for it. And he's walking toward her place, and he slips and he falls into a manhole.
What?
And he hits his head, and he wakes up, and he's got new magical powers.
What?
Fucking trolling us.
What? It's an initiation.
Wait, your initiation we can slam him in the head?
I have to go to the fucking metaplanes.
Some people are just gifted, I guess.
Great.
Hey,
And he can do new things he doesn't quite understand yet, but he's trying to get a hold of it. But in the meantime, there's a birthday party to attend.
/throw.
/throw.
So I assume you find some sort of way of sneaking into Mainframe's apartment, and if not, you literally just set up the party outside of her apartment door for when she gets back.
I'm pretty sure one of us can open that door.
I can open it up.
it is
And then
it is
replace
an electronic lock that's secured by a Decker. So,
Oh.
she's not going to be lax about that thing because she's got
We'll buy her a new one.
Birthday present is a-
Unfortunately, there's a robot dog what immediately jumps on Cromwell.
Let's throw the party somewhere else. Like anywhere else.
Maybe the Rapid Rabbit, instead of violating your trust and a friendship by destroying their door.
But it won't be as surprising.
Oh, okay.
You know what? He's right. I suppose that might not be the sort of surprise that Mainframe wants for a birthday. I'd love it if you broke my door down and threw me a surprise birthday, but I don't even know where my birthday is, so...
Or wear a door.
I don't have a door.
That's true. I used to, but Barnaby ate it.
So Mainframe wakes up at her place on her birthday, and she, as is on every birthday, like super depressed because her birthdays when she was growing up did not go well. Was not called attention to. Her parents always made points about elvenness when she wasn't supposed to be an elf, and how lucky she was to be alive. And well, they didn't bring up the elf thing because she thought she was human, but they were. they were just making her feel very small. So she just does not, and she's just expecting that from the day. She just wants to hide in her place and wait for it to be over.
She gets some sort of message, probably like
I got it.
Oh, okay.
Someone's hacking my comm. You need to get here right now.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Wait.
So I can help you remotely.
It's in my brain. I think it's a bug.
Did you get an implant?
Sure.
Oh my god, that's very invasive, Faye. Why would you do something?
Yeah, well, all the cool kids are doing it. Get here, right now.
Where's here?
Grab it. No more talking.
Did you have surgery?
Bye.
Good job, Fang.
Yeah.
You
At
definitely
least she
know
wasn't
she's
speaking
lying.
Spanish.
I'm right here. I could have conned her. Like
Yeah, no, I'm the best one.
Oh my god. Okay.
So you stroll over to the Rapid Rabbit, somewhat.
She's got like her hood up. She's just like.
The lights, like all of them are dim. Like the windows are boarded up anyway, so you wouldn't know. But you like open the door and it like creaks open, and the lights are dim, and then immediately everything flickers on, and uncoordinatedly everyone shouts surprise.
Unexpected party.
Jesus Christ! She pulls out her gun. My brain is exploding.
Put it down.
Sorry I broke the table, Oz. I got excited. I'll replace it now.
Nope. You can only replace it on the condition you bring an entire table at once.
Well, okay, I'll put it together before I bring it in this time.
Sharky is there, and he has a suspicious-looking cake in his fins,
God.
and he's like brings it over to you and just goes,
Molly comes out with a much less suspicious looking cake and just like stands there. This is for you.
Thank
Blow
you,
out
Molly.
the candle.
Cromwell pulls out a giant cube.
Is it from Molly?
Molly. She's just like
She gave
blow out
me
the
a cake.
candle. She's holding the cake. She will not take credit for bringing you the cake.
We paid. Oh, okay. Hey,
Blow out the candle. Make a wish. She like puts it down, hands you a knife.
There's far fewer teeth in that cake, just so you know.
Here you go, honey.
Wait, I got you
Right,
something.
they have extra cheese.
I got you something. I don't get why you like these. Cromwell pulls out a huge cube and he sets it on the table, which immediately breaks under the weight. And the package breaks open and it's a bunch of bricks. He's like, I don't know why you like them, but there you go. Happy birthday.
And we just burst out crying.
I'm not dying. I was lying. I swear there's no bugs in my brain.
It's not for my birthday.
Elsie brings out a very nice-looking black velvet box, like a rectangle, and gives it to Mainframe.
Happy birthday. He opens it and what's in the box?
It's
It looks
it's actually
so-
a very nice gold bracelet.
I'm not even gonna ask where you got it. And she starts.
Yeah. Okay. My first. Not the one who gave you the gift. It's fine.
Oz will just bring you out a drink without even asking, and then he'll be like, "This other package arrived for you."
It's a knife. What?
Wait,
The bracelet?
Yeah.
I knew. I was hoping you would like it.
Everyone likes things to
Thank
murder.
you for my teeth cake.
Oh, you're welcome.
And she hugs Sharky too, which I suppose you're the proxy for Sharky
Yes.
also.
And Sharky just goes,
The box on it just says J on it, and when you open it, there's just a data chip, and when you load it up, it's just got all of these old trids that you thought you could never find again. It's like, I don't know, I Dream of Jeannie and like Saved by the Bell.
I thought that there's a Zack Slater in this. Is this a...
Someone from the past stole my sin.
And she makes a point of having a piece of both cakes.
Wow. You too.
She starts putting
Well,
his toothcake.
get ready.
Composure test.
Get ready to roll some dice.
It's just composure. I'll find it. It's fine. I'm very emotional right now, so I don't. Which one? What's the what plus what? I'm composure.
Go ahead and just do
I
your-
found it. I don't have as many as I thought I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not as many good, but we'll try. So I tried the toothpick, and I get 2 hits.
Yeah, you put it in your mouth.
That is exactly what I expected. And then she has a piece quickly of the good cake.
Yeah,
she doesn't call it the good cake. She just says
really crunchy. Like there were
That
bits
was-
in the toothcake for sure.
So that's I have teeth texture. Oh my!
Oz just immediately refills it.
And thank you. I don't.
I don't know if this is something you'll want or not, but I made this with pieces of metal from the Quonset hut that I'm in. They're earrings. I did my best. I'm not very good at crafts, but I thought I know how difficult it is for you having your ears not really reflecting the way you feel they should or what's natural for you, and I just thought you might like them as a way to, say it's not important to you what others think of them.
Thank you, Mordecai. This is incredibly meaningful.
Marbles also brought a bone for your robot dog. I don't think he understands that it's a robot. Everyone, this is Marbles.
Oh, that's Marbles!
You all see like this weird, tiny like stone goblin with like pieces of earth. It's like dripping acid from its where its mouth should be, and it's like hyperactive, like running all over the bar, and just generally
More magic.
just generally causing a commotion.
We should set up a play date for Scooby and Marbles sometime.
I think he'd like that. I don't really understand what he likes and doesn't like very well.
He really goes back.
That's how he talks. I have to make it different from Sharky. Which is,
He's like a little bowling ball. Look at him.
All right.
And thank you all so much. This is without a doubt the best birthday I have ever had, and I am lucky to call you all friends.
Family. Family.
I'm lucky to call you all family.
There we go.
So sometime after your celebrations have finished, and probably a few days after your birthday, Fang, you will get another message.
Oh, good.
Only this time it is from a different member of your family.
Oh, good.
They express knowledge that it is probably one of your 17 siblings.
I have only a couple.
And they express an understanding that you are no longer working directly for them or with them, but they believe in your current profession they may have some employment that you would be interested in, and if you are, they will put you in contact with their Johnson, and you can go from there.
Can I ask what happened to
They will not say anything. You are no longer, and the response is kind of snarky that is for employees only.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna send a message to the team, being like, we haven't done a job in a while, and a proposition has been made from a company that has some things that I'm curious about. We have to work with Aztechnology, if that's okay. I wanted to ask you first before saying yes.
What's the home of Mageworks?
Yeah.
A division of that as technology.
Home of human sacrifice and.
Well, at least for once it's not trolls.
As technology isn't all bad.
Well,
I mean,
what do you mean it's not trolls?
Not for once it's not just trogs,
Oh, right.
Yeah, they just murder everyone.
Well, that's true.
Well, I mean, what corporation hasn't murdered everyone at some point?
I don't know, but I'm more willing to go to it because I have a brother who is great and he works there and now he's not emailing me back and I would like to know what happened to him. So,
Are you okay? That sounds really.
I mean, it's been rough between us for a while, and the whole me doing the whole arresting thing didn't really work out.
It's funny how when you were a cop, they said you was a criminal, but now that you're a criminal,
they want my help. It's like I'm almost part of the family again.
No, they said she was a criminal when she was a criminal, and she worked for a different corporation when she was a cop.
right? But you're a criminal now.
I am not. I am free of parole, and I only do good things. So we should totally take the job if everyone's okay with that.
What's the job?
Don't know, but I wanted to ask
boy,
if we even talked to their Johnson.
I'll help you find your brother.
Great.
Yeah,
I mean, I want to know about the job.
I don't know
I mean,
about Aztechnology. We'll see.
This is just to say yes to talking to the Johnson. Okay. Then I say, yes, let's talk to the Johnson.
So they set you up, and they say, excellent, the Johnson will meet you at 9 a.m. in the morning.
Great, that's a good time.
Is there any time that you would not have responded with that?
I mean, 9 o'clock is not a good time for Fang, but it's a good time now.
At the Beanbag.
Oh.
So they're going to meet you at the Beanbag, which when you look it up, you're like, oh, it's a lovely little quaint coffee shop. It's near Greenwood.
Oh, good.
It's very sweet.
See what they did there. Beanbag.
Bag of beans. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Coffee beans.
I thought all the chairs were going to be cushy. Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine.
And when you get there, I assume you arrive on time. The chairs are quite cushy. It's a very sweet, this is not where you would really have expected an Aztechnology meetup to happen. But it's fairly empty at this time. And if you approach one of the baristas up front and they say, oh, there's the knitting circle in the back. Maybe you're looking for that.
Wait, the knitting circle? Can you elaborate? I'm actually supposed to be meeting a Mr. John. Mr.
Well, there's a woman back there. Maybe you're meeting with her. It's a pretty quiet time right now. Actually, we don't normally open this early.
Wait, is this
Yes,
knitting
we're
circle?
going to
knitting.
I love to knit. We're going to the knitting circle.
I just want to be clear. We're not actually. We're knitting.
Maybe, looks like Elsie's just got here. Maybe we should let her do the talking. I'm just saying.
And the barista's definitely portraying this air of they don't know what's going on, but they're like, no, wait, I know exactly what's going on. Oh my god, yes, just go to the back. You were supposed to say,
knitting. It's the one with the needles, right? We do
knit.
that.
The sharp needles.
You are.
I have a sharp needle in my bag too. Are we
who
talking?
I was expecting would, based on what they told me. She's waiting for you in the back.
Great. That's where we're gonna go.
Soy calf.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. And you realize this is a division of Beanbag, a division of Aztechnology.
Oh.
Making the world a more caffeinated place, one soy calf at a time. And so the barista's just I hate these Shadowrunning fucking meetups that happen here. This is the worst, and makes you a soy calf. And you head to the back, and there is actually an older woman, and she's sitting there. She's knitting.
Oh, cool.
Is that happening? Okay. There's some towel action. I was just clarifying.
Just having it ready.
I will
Must
continue.
be,
I
must be Shell.
Yes, but we go by Fang now. Me.
They mentioned that. Yes. Yeah. My name's Granny Johnson.
Okay.
They call me Granny Johnson.
Okay.
What big eyes you have, Granny Johnson.
Excuse me, sir, but I find that strange.
It's nice to meet you. We're MMFEC.
We line up. Fang makes sure we all line up.
She puts the knitting away and she, gets out her notepad and
We're interested to find out more about your business opportunity.
Oh yes, it's a relatively simple run that we're looking for some individuals, but we need to keep this fairly separate from our main corporate activities. I'm sure you've heard about the earthquake that has happened in Hermosillo.
Yeah.
Have
We heard about it till the news blackout.
Yes, it came, probably the announcement came about a day ago, and you know.
I was watching Dancing with the Stars, and they updated, they interrupted it to... Yeah.
Well, if we are entirely honest, to you, and this information does not leave this room.
Yep.
There has not been an earthquake in Hermosillo, but we still have initiated a lockdown in that city.
Oh.
There is an outbreak of Vitas that we are concerned about, and our mages have developed a ritual that we believe will be able to cure the entire population simultaneously.
Can you repeat that?
Vitas.
Vitas, remember the disease that twice wiped out most of the
Virally
world
induced
population?
toxic allergy syndrome. The onset of symptoms happen normally within 12 hours. It's incredibly contagious, and like the initial symptoms look very flu-like, but the thing that kills most people is that they have a spontaneous anaphylactic shock, like an allergic reaction, and they suffocate.
Well, okay.
So the city's on lockdown?
Yes, given the contagious nature of the disease, we are doing everything we can to prevent its spread from outside of Hermosillo.
That's nice.
So what are you looking at for us to do? I mean, we're not...
Oh,
we're not
no,
mages.
we have a ritual that we
I'm
need to perform within the next 24 hours to truly address the needs of the population. We anticipate within 24 hours at least 60% will be infected, and given that the survival rates are less than 10%, we are hoping to avoid this situation. What we need is a specific artifact for the ritual is in Seattle, and we need it delivered to Hermosillo, and that's where you come in. We would like you to deliver this artifact.
In 24 hours?
Yes.
As well as acquire it?
Oh, we will acquire it and deliver it to you. At that point, though, we would not given the nature of this outbreak, we are avoiding Aztechnology interference with as much of it as possible. We're trying to keep this quiet.
We're trying to deliver some artifact from the Metroplex to your mages.
Yes. Outside of Hermosillo. You will not be required to enter the city, nor expected to.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, okay. We're
Given
totally
the
not going
lockdown,
to do
no
that.
one is allowed in or out.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't planning on doing that at all.
So, if we're not entering the city, then why don't you just send your own operatives? Seems like you have the planes to do it.
We are aiming for discreet. If something were to happen, we don't want Aztechnology to be implicated in this. If other corporations find out that we have this particular ritual, that is not good for us.
What is the nature of the item we'll be transporting? Is
And
it
the
dangerous
nature of
inherently?
the ritual.
Those are both need to know only, and you are not needed to know.
Is it smaller than a bread box?
It is larger than a bread box, but smaller than a house.
Because it's a person.
There's a lot of stuff in between.
There's no way it could be a person.
It's Aztechnology could totally be a person.
I'm trying to be positive here.
She hasn't answered my question.
It wasn't a question, you said a statement.
Rephrase it as a question.
The fact that she's not commenting on it just pretty much confirms that what my statement is actually a statement that she's confirming.
You will be accompanied by an Aztechnology mage during the course of your travel. They will ensure the security of the package. They are also under very strict orders to not reveal any information to anyone, including yourselves.
So what's in it for us?
20,000 new yen for a complete delivery.
And we're saving a city full of people who are cool.
Feng has a brother that has recently gone radio silent from Aztechnology. Would you be able to...
That's the entire city is currently no longer. Communications are not allowed in or out, even from Aztechnology personnel. I would be happy to find out the current status of your brother.
I would like that.
I will send that information along to you.
Good.
I think that information, along with the 20,000, is adequate payment.
Yeah.
Wait, whoa.
Whoa.
Right. I mean, this is Aztechnology, right? We want a guarantee of no blood, no killing babies,
But we're saving an entire city. Like, you gotta...
This is really dangerous
You
stuff.
will not be responsible for killing any individuals.
This is the only
The
way to save the city.
intention is to save the entire city. Should this ritual not be performed, it is almost guaranteed that at least 60% of the population of Hermosillo, if not more, will die. There is... Oh, this is a drug-resistant strain of Vitus. We've tried all other treatments currently, and none of them have been effective.
So I think we have an understanding that if we were to enter into a combat situation or a situation where we're actually required to enter the city, that our fee then would increase to 35,000.
You are required to enter the city? Certainly.
Any reason.
For any reason. That seems a reasonable precaution. We would also provide you with necessary medical services. Given
Why are we entering the city?
Shadowrunners,
Because there's people in there who I care about.
We aren't, but if we do, we should be compensated.
given you are Shadowrunners, there is generally a reasonable expectation within your fees that combat may be an occurrence.
I'm less
The
worried about the
20,000 would
combat
adequately
and
cover
more
that.
worried about the innocents. I mean, we at least need a clause, no unwilling sacrifices.
Are
We're
we
not
planning
performing any sacrifices.
For
You are
Aztechnology,
delivering.
you're never going to deal with Aztechnology without making sure you're not going to have to kidnap babies or... Look, that's what they do. That's what blood magic is. They
It's not always
They
babies.
have small children what are slaves, and they
I
make
do
them
not
take the
appreciate
grain of...
the aspersions you are casting on my corporation. You are not required to perform any sacrifices.
I think that's
Or will
just
you
rumor,
be
isn't
sacrificed?
No.
How many? So I don't say this out loud because that would be ridiculous. But I just text everybody like, we are not. Our hands are not free of blood here. These past few months, people have fallen by our hands. Are we gonna make a stand now?
I think we have an opportunity. I send this over text. I
Yeah.
think we have an opportunity.
Just sort of
We all
like,
just, like,
sees
blank.
that you're all blank stares and like pulls out her knitting and just like, okay.
I think we have
Ready.
an opportunity to save a lot of lives here.
I agree.
And it sounds like we're not going to be required to get our hands dirty in that way.
I attempt to text back, although I don't know if it succeeds. It's our own blood I'm worried about. I mean, I don't know if you guys realize just how dangerous this disease is.
I am going to say yes regardless.
I'm in it to help things, bravo, but I'm not promising I'm gonna go along with Aztechnology if they end up taking things in a direction we don't like.
Yeah.
Then
I
let's
agree with that.
let's make a safe word. And I'm going to say this out loud now to make sure. Let's have a safe word for if we feel uncomfortable with the decisions that you are making as a corporation, we are done. We lose our money and we are just done.
Well, certainly, if you walk away from this contract, we just simply won't pay you.
Yeah.
We're Aztechnology, we're not Shiawase.
I know.
We appreciate that.
So they're very great at leading. What is the word?
It was
we will
Mitsuhama.
use?
I don't know. Those Japanacorps.
Okay.
I have a question. Is 24 hours the actual deadline, or is 24 hours just the deadline you're giving us? Because
Oh, we would like it within 12 hours. Sorry, I didn't make that clear. Within 24 hours,
That's
60% of the population is
not the answer I was looking for.
Is there transportation available to us?
That is your
Bullet train?
responsibility.
All right.
There are things known as airplanes that can reach this destination in less than 5 hours.
Yeah, but no.
It's hard to fit a house on an airplane.
Smaller than
could,
house.
It is smaller than a house,
Sharky
larger
could
than
fly
a bread
there.
box.
All
Not
of
as-
us?
He couldn't take all of us, no. Well,
Let's charter a plane and I'll fly it.
Do we have enough money for it?
Well,
To charter one, yes. To buy one, not one that would hold all of us.
Okay. Is there any?
I'll do
When
this
you
for
are-
you, Fang, but
When you are ready, I will provide you with the meat details for acquiring the package and meeting with our Aztechnology mage.
We can talk more out of them as technology's flush with Nguyen.
I think for the details of arranging our own transportation, we're going. I'd like to ask for 30,000.
Roll a negotiation.
Did I assume the other value
I
goes
have
up
actual
10 as
knitting
well?
needles.
Mm-hmm.
Big Papa,
yes, Fang.
thanks. I know.
I just wish we had more time. There are spells I could learn to help deal with this sort of thing, but
I trust you.
If you do accept the mission, we do have a few things for you. You are a mage after all, and MageWorks does believe in supporting mages. One mage at a time.
yeah, it would be a weird name if you did.
I'm gonna hit 7. We would be willing to extend the fee to 25,000 in addition to providing you some magical support, as well as ensuring that our mage and the package, we will cover the fees of their transportation.
Oh.
We will reimburse them for those costs.
Deal.
And excellent. She'll like pull out from the bag, and Fang, you notice it's like long and strangely katana-like.
Oh no.
I was told to provide this to you from some family members. They heard talk of, I believe it is a wolf blade.
Yeah.
And when you like pull it out of the sheath, it literally howls.
Oh.
It literally howls. It goes,
Is it like a voice
Less
box?
sneaky.
Is it a fake, like animatronic noise box?
So, do you want to sense
Oh,
it?
I'm sensing the shit out of it.
Feel free to sense it. You go ahead and give me a intuition.
Yeah, okay.
Logic? Yeah, we'll do that.
Alright, they practice blood magic and they give Fang
You know what?
noise-making devices?
You know what? I rolled 4
family.
hits, but I'm gonna use 5 thumper dice because I want to get 5 hits. I want to know everything there is to know about this sword.
2 hits. You think it might be a real wolf in the blade.
Oh my god, it's just
I-
like my
You do
father's
notice
blade.
that it is sharper than your previous one. It actually has a +2 damage value. It does, however, have a -2 to any stealth check you make while holding it.
Does that apply even when sheathed?
Oh, when it is sheathed, you are fine. When it is no longer sheathed, it literally, when you move it, it's like a fucking lightsaber. It just makes.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Okay,
Yeah.
this is fine.
I used 5 thumper dice. I got 7 hits. I know everything about this blade.
So it is essentially a regular katana, but it has somehow it's like a ritual Trid phantasm that has been bonded to the blade, and literally all it does is howl. It and has an astral signature. So she stands out on the astral plane, and it howls.
Great.
All it does.
So it's like a kid's toy.
It's a very sharp child's toy.
This is just like the one I envisioned in my notebooks when I was a child and I was learning and I drew one. And oh my god!
I was told you would be interested in this by Raoult Glasgow.
Yeah. Okay.
I can't tell her. I can't ever tell
her
her.
what?
Nothing. Oh my god.
Now I have 2.
Oh my god.
Are you? If you're carrying both?
I mean,
How could they do
what-
that? Oh my
I'm not
god.
gonna leave the.
Someone had to invest their soul in. No. Oh my god.
Her family loves
Mordecai,
her.
are you
sort
alright?
of.
I'm fine.
Was this like getting out of jail person? Oh my god.
Yeah, and you like there's a card with it, and it just says like scrawled on it like congratulations on not being a criminal anymore. Love, brother.
Brother. Yeah, that's my nickname. I'm sister.
And
That's
it's like
what we
it's actually signed by all of your family. Like it's
of them?
yeah. It's a present from your family.
That's a really,
This
really
is the
nice.
best mission ever. Nothing can go.
She pulls out from her other bag. This is from MageWorks, a division of Aztechnology, helping the world one mage at a time. And she pulls out these 2 little small vials, and you notice like inside there's kind of a red, like sludgy sort of liquid.
Oh Jesus
Oh
Christ.
no! And she says these are, I think it's fetishes, right? The spells that are
Fetishes
objects.
reduce drain. Maybe you're thinking
No.
of a Thames.
a
Those
thing.
are
the ones that are the
Fokai
bound spells.
blood- Yeah.
The one that you use the stick for.
Oh, that's just an alchemical preparation. But if it's long term, it could be long term. They would have had to.
We'll figure it out. Anyway, it's a bottled spell. It's a potion bottle, essentially. Like, you don't need to drink it. She hands it to you, but here is in case, given the situation, a heal and an antidote.
Thanks.
They've got little straps so you can wear them around your neck. You just sort of smash it and put it on whatever you want the magic to apply to.
I'm just gonna sense these and get a sense of whether that's even really what they are.
Yeah.
I don't know why you wouldn't trust them.
4 hits.
They are they are alchemical preparations. Like, they are the spells that she says they are, and you're like, they're also probably blood magic. But they are the spells that they say they are.
So they're a heal spell and an antidote spell, like relatively high potency.
Like, probably force 6 for both of them.
Okay. Well,
Do they apply to
Thanks.
multiple people or just one?
I mean,
Just one person
these I don't need to use them. Anyone can use them if they're alchemical.
You, however, are the mage for MageWorks, a division of Aztechnology.
Yes.
Are they like branded MageWorks?
Yeah. No, have on them.
MageWorks on
Like,
them.
it's like etched on the glass, like MageWorks, a division of
And the
Aztechnology.
lanyards also, I assume,
Oh,
have
yeah.
MageWorks. Yes.
Everything is branded. Also, here's a pin, and it just says MageWorks.
Is it a name tag at least? Mordechai.
Do I need to
spokesman.
assense the pin?
No, it's
Okay,
fine.
I'll take the pin. I'll stick it in my belt.
We're big fans of your work.
Really? I didn't know I had fans.
Well, you've been a very good customer for all of your reagents.
Well, your teeth are very good.
I don't want to pop
Have
your
a high
blood
density of
magic
mana.
bubble, Mordecai, but it sounds like people in this city are dying by the minute.
So the final piece of information to say, so we're glad you are entering into this, taking this job. You will meet with Juanet Marcos at noon, and right now it's 9 a.m. He will be ready at noon with the package to transport to wherever your next location will be.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
And it gives you the location is like a motel parking lot.
Wait,
North Aurora.
noon today, right? So there's not a lot of
Yeah,
time.
there's
Okay.
not a lot of time.
Motel parking lot, North Aurora.
Oh,
You look really familiar. Granny Johnson?
She is not the old lady. To
she's
be
not the
clear,
lady.
she's not the Corpse Scout lady. In case you were wondering.
No. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Well, we will update you on.
I'm sure the news will also let me know
Oh yeah.
when you're successful, because the ritual will have been done and the city will have been saved, in case that was not clear.
A lot of our missions end up on the news.
Weird.
We should not advertise that.
It has been a pleasure. Enjoy your coffee. The soy cafe is on me.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
This-
thanks.
It's more
She
than we
heads
get
out.
on
She like
some
takes up her
conversations.
knitting supplies and like walks out and is like,
I like your
"Oh,
technique."
let's go next door to the crochet cut or whatever, Yeah.
She was actually fairly good. Do we know enough about this particular virus to know whether respirators or gas masks would be of any help in preventing, or do we? MageWorks will provide those for us because we have 3 hours. We could go get stuff if we don't have enough stuff.
In terms of the contagious nature, so trolls and dwarves had the highest survival rates. Like, you've all heard of Vidas. It's like the Spanish influenza. Like, you've all heard of it. It wiped out huge numbers of population around the country, around the world. It spread rapidly and quickly, and it responded somewhat to antiviral treatments, but then would kind of evolve and become resistant to those treatments.
Yeah.
Trolls and dwarves, because of natural immunities, had the highest survival rates, but it's still pretty low survival rates in terms of anyone who contracts it. Like respirators and sort of hazmat suits and those sorts of precautionary. It is an airborne virus, so anything that can provide you some protection from it, like a respirator or a gas mask. If you are in contact with someone who is contagious, it would help you. Like, the people who are going in and treating the city are going to be wearing hazmat suits and protecting themselves from respiratory exposure.
We have to travel, but we're not traveling publicly. We can charter a plane. Elsie, do you have a contact for chartering a plane?
Oh yeah, I know a guy.
Great. That's
Well-
lovely.
While you do that, there's something I should take care of. So I can go do that now. While you.
Alone?
Yeah, I'd better go alone.
Are you okay?
So, or do we want to split up into groups, or how do we want to approach
Let's
this?
just
Is
do it
there-
as fast as possible. People
Yeah.
are dying
All right.
by the minute.
Yeah, I'll put in a call to my guy.
I'm gonna go to Talia's shop.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, Talia, I have to go on a run. It's a bit of an emergency thing. I'm not as prepared for it as I would like. I'm wondering if I could buy from you a cure disease preparation. Please don't ask any questions, but the higher potency you can make it, the better.
Given I am asking for that dragon scale, it does seem fair. I won't charge you for it. Let me see what I have.
You can. I don't mind paying. I'll
let's see
pay
what force she has on
regular.
hand.
Oh.
She has a force 9.
That'd be great.
So she says, this is the one that I've got, so I don't have time to make another one.
That's perfectly fine. Contact preparation, or is it a contact?
Yeah, we'll say this one. It's like she gives it to you in like a sort of plastic tube, and inside of it, all of hers are very natural formed. It's like a chiseled stone.
To be clear, the force of it will degrade over time, but hopefully, if we need
it's within 20. It'll still be pretty potent within 24 hours.
Thanks, Talia. I appreciate it.
Keep yourself safe. If this is I'm not gonna ask where you're going or what's happening, but just take care of yourself. Maybe, put on a mask or something.
A mask?
Like a towel, but a medical one for your face.
Oh, I have a respirator.
That.
I thought you meant like a party mask.
Good luck, Mordecai. I look forward to seeing you in, when you get back.
Thanks, Talia. I appreciate it.
Who wants hazmat suit?
Yep.
I got a mask or helmet. I'm good.
Do we think that they said they'd provide medical services? Do you think that
if you're going into the city, like the reason the city is on lockdown is the intention is that you do not go into the city, that no one goes in and no one comes out unless you are a designated medical personnel. Like it is a quarantine city.
Like little piggies and twigs.
Yeah. So there's some possibility of exposure, but Aztechnology is trying to prevent that from happening actively.
You need more than a mask. You need full body protection from something like that.
I got a suit.
I mean, it is airborne, so respirator will help, but it's not.
We're not going in.
Vitas is dangerous.
The other trick is we may need to be careful not to incite a riot if we're running around in hazmat suits and people see us. That's
Cromwell buys one for Fang anyway and just doesn't tell her.
Good. Okay.
I get enough for the group.
Okay.
We'll settle up later.
Yep. I contact the rest of the group and I'm like, okay, our plane is ready to go.
Give me a quick negotiation roll just to see how expensive your flight ended up being. Charter. You also, if it is a contact you're using, go ahead and also roll the contact and add those as bonus die.
Right. Other loyalty?
Yeah, loyalty and connection. Roll that. Then those are your bonus die to your negotiation. Need to borrow some dice.
Oh.
Make this complicated. Roll to roll. It's Shadowrun. Buckets of dice.
Oh God.
Did you?
Right.
We got edge. Did you use your edge yet?
So this is your loyalty and loyalty and connection roll. How many hits?
So when you say hit,
okay, so you got no hits, then just roll a negotiation without any bonus die from your
6.
Okay. So then, was that your negotiation as well?
Yeah.
Okay, so negotiation is 6. So you managed to charter. I assume you were looking for a private plane.
Yeah.
So you managed to charter a private plane, like a small.
What
probably,
if we didn't go on a private?
And we went like what, Delta?
Sorry, a small, like probably 10 passenger plane with a pilot. And they just give you a flat rate for the plane itself as 30,000 Union.
Okay. That seems.
And that's a one-way or round trip?
We'll say for a round trip.
30,000.
That's nice.
Guys,
with a contingency of like, if anything happens.
30,000's enough to. That's a pretty steep price for that. We better get local pickup
too.
and then
so
be
it's
on
like
call.
it's a seat. They'll pick you up at SeaTac. I mean, they need an air a runway. They can't just take off from the road.
Can I talk him
VTOL or
down?
anything like that?
Give me another negotiation.
I'm gonna add in some thumper dice. So I'm feeling.
As will I.
Oh, I'm gonna use 5 thumper dice.
Oh, that's how many I picked up. So we're gonna roll those.
Dice fight.
Dice off. Dice off.
Rolling the dice, making the score. Make us a cheap plane. I want it more.
Coming
Alright.
to an album near you with all your favorite hits.
Wook sings.
Look, sing.
How
I wanna
many
go to that
hits?
concert so
7.
bad.
You're able to talk him down by like 2,000 again.
Great. Let's
Well.
take it.
Like 28,000.
That ain't nothing.
And the flight will leave at 3 p.m.
Okay. I send that information to the rest of the group and say like, hey, our flight's leaving at, would we say 3?
3 p.m.
That is not okay. Wait, 12 hours. We don't have a lot of time now. We'll only have 6
Sorry,
hours.
they probably will. I meant to actually tell you. I got confused by my 12s. They want it there by midnight that night.
Oh,
So yeah,
So we leave at 3, get there at
leave
8.
at 3, get there at about
time
9.
zones, right?
Yeah, so it gives you a little bit of a buffer.
Great.
Great. And then so we're supposed to meet with, is it
Juanet.
Juanet?
Juanet.
Oh,
Juamet. Juanet Marcos.
Marcos.
great. We do it. We go there. We all go together. What
Well,
So you guys,
no, we have to go meet at the motel first.
Oh.
anyone else gonna do anything before the motel meet at noon?
Make sure the bear doctors take care of my dog.
Send a kissy text to Captain Moore saying, yeah,
Sends
off
you
to
a-
save the world.
Sends you a kissy winky face, smile back.
And then I send him like a dress emoji.
Inside jokes.
And the little,
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it's he blushes. So
Wait,
you guys.
Wait, I had a question.
Sorry. Yes.
So from my knowledge of like magical security and whatnot, if there was lockdown, I don't suppose they could very easily put a mana barrier around the whole city or anything like that. Isn't
No,
likely to
a
be-
mana barrier around an entire city would be difficult.
So
Pretty big city too, right?
Yeah. It's not a small place, but they would likely have a lot of like observation. Like you could astrally project there if you really wanted to.
I'm wondering, Fang, I don't know how easy it would be, but I could send marbles to try to find your brother.
Let's say in that city, he's high enough that they're taking care of him. Like, I do not doubt that he is on the list of getting cures first. And I don't want to tire you this early.
Well, it wouldn't be any effort on my part, but the thing is, it would be tricky for. I don't know if Marbles would be able to find him, but he could try. I don't know what your brother's astral signature is like, but if it's probably, he could look for something that's somewhat like yours, and if you had any pictures to go off of, that would help too.
I mean, we'll figure. Yeah, sure. And Fang goes into sends him a picture. It's of I don't know if they have senior photos still.
They probably do.
But it's definitely
America.
I guess no. 'cause
3D hollows.
That's not fair.
It's this in 3 dimensions.
Yeah. It's definitely gonna be
Is that your senior picture?
a picture.
Justin's 3D.
Yeah, it's just a picture of him graduating from grad school. It's business degree. He's human. He is an upstanding, charismatic citizen. He's
All right,
quite a looker.
I don't need his
Personal-
dating
his
profile.
Tinder
or anything.
profile.
Yeah, I mean
Sorry, his smolder profile.
his smolder.
All right, so I'll send Marbles to see if Marbles can track him down, and then that way, if we need to communicate with him at some
That'd be
point,
great.
we'd be able to.
And yeah, he's not gonna be far from long.
So you send Marbles off, and he will begin the quest.
Is there a way for me to send to have an email data file somewhere, and if I don't click on it every 24 hours, it will send?
Sure.
Yeah, you can talk to me about setting up a
Probably
dead
set
man's
that up
trigger.
for you.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, this is what do you
Just
you just need me
Just
to
do
put
that.
a couple of files and
yeah.
and how often if you don't check in and every 24 hours?
You want every 48 hours.
48 hours.
Yeah.
Do we? Can we resolve whether or not Marbles is able to actually find?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't know that was gonna happen.
What's the search?
So it's an extended test, so it depends on what you set the threshold at.
I mean, it's an entire city that he's searching, so
Yeah.
he's
So the-
probably gonna take at least 6 hours, if not to look for it.
The
city.
So, well, it's okay. So,
Well, it's gonna take us at least 4 to get there by air, right? We're not flying a Concord jet.
okay,
Flying
we can
Seattle
just leave
to
it at that.
Mexico.
Okay.
So it'll be a bit before you hear back from Marbles. While he's looking, like he's go search an entire city. All right. So you guys head up on Aurora, the classiest of streets in Seattle. You go past many locations that you haven't seen in a while, including the what was it? The dry wench.
Dry wench and the lusty wench.
No, I think it was the damp wench or something.
Oh, all the wenches.
The two wenches.
None of these
Arctic
adjectives
apartments.
are good.
Was there the bar that the trog?
The something dragon as well.
Elsie's
the hidden dragon.
apartment.
The Arctic
over
apartments.
Cromwell's place.
We spent a lot of time on Aurora in our early days. So you go past all of these locations. And you end up a little bit of ways, not like immediately next to any of them, at a Motel 27 in their parking lot. And there's another van and an individual just kind of leaning, arms crossed, outside of the van, and someone in the driver's seat.
Great.
And you guys pull into the parking lot, and the individual, he comes over, like kind of dark, slicked back, sort of kind of pumped hair, a little, like just a little bit, like a touch. Business, like a business suit, very clearly well dressed. But with like a few like hints of tattoos, like you get some sense that there may be some magical feeling about them. Dark complexion, kind of stern face. And you, as you approach him, he'll sort of introduce himself. I am Juan Marcos. I have the package. If you are ready to begin, where are we going to initially?
Airport.
SeaTac.
SeaTac.
So they'll open up the van, and there's a fairly large wooden crate in the van. It's sealed up.
Does it have air holes?
You don't notice any immediately.
I would like to sense.
Yeah, I was like, we're all gonna look in the box.
Yeah.
We're not gonna not
yeah.
look in the box.
He sort of smiles because he'll kind of get the feeling that you're sensing.
So Juanette,
Begin to load it into the van.
what's your position with Aztechnology?
I am a mage. I am part of MageWorks, a division of Aztechnology.
Just wanted to hear you say it.
Is that the keyword?
Mordecai, you're a sensing test. 2. You don't get like a ton of feeling from it. There seems to be sort of layers of magic going on it. The main one being there's a mana barrier that is anchored to the actual box itself. And then kind of within that, you get the sense that a lot of this is ritual magic, that it's been set up already, and that Quamet is probably not the only one involved in it.
I used 4 thumper dice.
Okay.
And my sensing is 5.
A similar sense, like there is a mana barrier that's pretty high force. Like it's a force 10. You would have to get through it before you could see what was underneath. But it definitely has a ritual feeling to it. There is, it is not a sustained spell that is currently on it.
May I ask what's in the box?
You may ask.
No,
I assume that is within your power.
What is in the box?
I am not at liberty to tell you.
Of course you're not, because that would be too simple.
If the more you know, the more trouble you would get into if anything were to happen. Aztechnology is hiring runners because they want to keep this as discreet as possible. I am the only individual with Aztechnology that is on this run, and I am not at liberty to say anything.
Well, let's get this plane in the air.
Yeah, let's do that.
We gonna waive the checked bag fees?
And he'll actually once no, he won't do that yet.
Yet. Okay. He'll
It was
speak
a good
later.
thing because he has to pay for his portion of the plane flight. But you're not on the plane yet, so he's not going to give you money.
Yeah,
yet.
I tell him it costs 30,000.
He says, excellent. I highly doubt that was the cost per person.
No, that was the cost. All of us split evenly.
And so he will. I don't know. Wait, what was it? 5, 6, 7. He'll calculate the math in his head. He'll probably send you down to the penny, exactly 1/7 of 30,000.
He's not gonna send us 2 7s for his package.
Oh, sorry, 2 7.
No, we're not gonna. Okay, unless the package is.
We're not waiving the bag fee. Is the answer.
You guys load up Huamet and the box into the van, and you begin your drive down to SeaTac.
Can I ask? Oh, you go first.
So how do we load the box up? Do we just lift it?
Yeah,
I want to get a sense of how heavy this box is in case we needed to like lift it.
He will actually levitate it.
Oh, of course.
Oh.
How heavy is that?
It is a weight. It is heavier than a bread box and lighter
Look,
than a house.
It's important, you know, as a mage yourself, it's important for me to be able to do my job, that I have a good idea of what might be necessary or how to handle a situation that may come up if we needed to.
You can
take
assume
fast
at
action.
least if you can levitate 100 kilos, you will be fine.
All right.
Does anyone want to listen to music on the drive?
Yes, we want to.
Yeah.
I don't like music.
Everybody roll a surprise test.
Are you? We haven't been perceiving. What if it's like? Wait, it.
I mean, unless whatever. Like, you can let me know what you were doing as.
Well, I
as we
mean,
were
my
driving.
helmet's on. I don't know if that helps at all. She'd always check it in before the roll. So.
You're not surprised. You're not surprised.
I forgot it first.
You were definitely not surprised.
Who's driving?
No,
I'm driving.
Great.
I'm assuming it's Dinah. I'm assuming we're not taking Van Helstark.
I assumed you were
What
taking
is,
Dinah.
what is
when
this
I-
roll? What is this
This?
roll? I rolled 13. I get 2.
You have
Wow.
coverage.
You are surprised. You are not surprised, and you are not surprised. Bang is surprised by this. She was probably fiddling with her helmet.
Yeah, I was.
Excellent. You notice as you are driving, you're on I-5 at this point, so you're going pretty fast, and a car just immediately swerves across 3 lanes of traffic and tries to ram in front of you. Like
Why?
It tries to cut
Why
you
would it
off.
do that?
Need my car
Uh,
page.
me.
Need my car page.
So, you need to roll your reaction and your vehicle handling.
Great. And what about pilot groundcraft? Is that?
That is your vehicle skill.
Oh,
Sorry, it is your vehicle
So,
skill, which is
vehicle
pilot
skill.
groundcraft
Friggin' cars.
plus your reaction. And the limit, this
Limit
is a handling
is-
test, so the limit is the handling on your vehicle.
Oh god.
3 hits.
Really glad I was drunk.
That seems high.
That seems.
Whatever. Great. 3 hits. Oh, damn. Glancing blow. So the vehicle does not crash, but you are not able to fully swerve out of the way of this car. So you end up kind of like glancing off to the side as this car scrapes along the side of Dinah, and there's like a large gash in both of them, and you're now very close, side by side. And with that, everybody roll initiative.
I don't know.
Except Fang, who is surprised. You get a -10 to your initiative.
Are you? I deserve
So
that.
I'm gonna drop to VR because I'm piloting the vehicle anyway.
Okay, I can assume you were in VR? If not, that'll be one of those. It's a free action or simple action for you.
I probably was already plugged in to the vehicle, so
Okay.
I will check.
I'm really nervous about this run.
Simple.
It's never
Just a
simple.
simple delivery.
It's never simple. Like. It's never simple. You never work with him.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry guys, I didn't get all my cards out.
That's okay.
It's been a while.
I know. It's been like 3 adventures.
Done a ton of fighting.
So I don't think I've learned how to vehicle combat. I still can't jump on cars. Correct? Like that is not a
Yeah.
thing.
You can
Okay.
test to jump on a car.
Did we put gun ports in Dinah?
We did.
Good.
There are gun ports. I don't know if we established how many there are.
I think we said there were like 5. Like we had.
Okay.
2 in the sides, each side, 1 in the back.
All right.
Or 2 in the back and.
Go down the line. Cromwell.
27.
Elsie.
19.
Fang.
15.
Mainframe.
29.
Mordecai.
37.
Whoa.
I rolled well.
Do you have any of your spirits over here? No, you haven't summoned any.
No, none of the spirits are currently.
Okay.
I'll probably use it.
So Mordecai, you are going to be up first. This van is directly alongside. You are side by side. Actually, let me. Give me a moment. Set up the fans. Set up the fan. What color is Dino? Dino's purple.
Oh, okay. I mean, I always thought she was kind of like a gold color because blending into things.
We may need to reload the map over here if you haven't switched it. Oh, no, hang on, never mind.
The road.
It sure is a road.
It is. This is my. It's a very large map. Give me a moment.
A lot of scrolling.
It is a lot of scrolling.
Driving the car, pissed off at the other vehicle. You're gonna pay for that!
Is it?
Yeah. I yell that in the Matrix. It's not like
we're just gonna do it this way.
Is this one of those things when you yell in the Matrix also yells in real life?
It did not update.
Wait. If I wanted to.
Okay.
Don't have to.
Just
Okay, so it is your turn, Mordecai, if you want to let me know what you're doing.
How big is this car? Is it a...
It's a van. It's the same size as your Dino.
Oh, really? All right. It's that big, huh? So then I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna have to call on the spirit of man to assist me with this roll. That's something a bound spirit can do. I'm gonna cast a manipulation spell. I am going to attempt to levitate the van.
Great.
Where?
So
I've done the math on this before. I'm gonna need 12 hits.
12 hits.
In order to do that. So I'm gonna push the limit with Thumper Edge.
Thanks, Thumper.
Yay! Okay, interesting. Wait, let me think of something really fast. Yeah, no, go ahead.
So let's see. To start with, I'll be rolling 22 dice before I push the edge, so 24 dice after that. So let me roll those. 16, 20, 24.
Oh?
All right, so, and then I reroll the 6s on that, so 1, 2, 3. I get to reroll. Still not going to be enough yet. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hits. I'm going to spend a point of my own edge to reroll the misses on this.
I don't think you can spend 2 points of
I can't spend. All right, then I'll add Thumper dice.
Do it.
Because you can't spend 2.
So I need 3 more hits. Let's add 10 Thumper dice to it.
There's no resist for...
Not for this. No, it's just...
Wouldn't they be dry?
So I'm really gonna strain. And I have 12 hits.
You did it.
Nice.
You did it.
So I'm lifting the van off the ground, and I turn to the mage and I say, 100 kilograms.
Oh!
Burn.
Now I have to resist a lot of drain.
Oh no! What?
Really hope you pass.
So are you? You're lifting the other van or our
Yeah,
van?
other van.
The other van.
The other
Oh,
van.
the other van.
Yeah. Which, like, to keep up with us, or are you gonna tilt on the side?
1, 2, 3, 4.
He doesn't get really that level of minute. You can't like tilt
Yeah.
it to the side or turn it upside down. That would be like a mage hand thing. He can slow it down because he controls the speed of the levitation.
But I could shoot it if it's.
Yeah, he could
Keep
position it so we
in
can-
mind, we don't know if these people are in the wrong or not.
They tried to ram into us. I'm starting
They definitely
with that
damaged
as my
Dinah.
first premise. And as all of this mana surges through me to do this, you can see like some of the rips in my body, and there's like 2 points of
Muscles?
physical damage
I
that I
think
take from it.
there isn't normally a resist for a levitate, but I think if something is unwilling, they can make a resist for
Yes,
a
if
magical
a
resistance
person
test.
is unwilling, they can make a resistance.
Okay.
Is the car gonna try to
I
drive
don't
off?
know that a car can.
Cars have drivers.
Yeah, but it can't like.
But can
hold
it
itself
resist
down.
magic?
I mean, it has an object. The vehicle has an object's resistance, which I think is what I would probably utilize in this case
Okay.
as a highly processed
But
vehicle.
can the car bend? Like, no!
We'll see.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what you're doing.
Which is fine. You got exactly 12 hits, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. come back to that. Mainframe.
Perfect.
Okay, so I run Matrix Perception to see if there's somebody. I assume there's someone digitally controlling a car, but I need to know what I'm up against. 4 hits.
There is definitely an icon in the vehicle. That is, the vehicle is an icon. It is currently being controlled by an individual.
A persona?
A persona, yes.
Great. We like personas. So that's this turn. It's perceiving, I assume, not to do anything else.
You also probably notice while you're doing it at least a handful of other devices. That are
what types of devices do I see? I assume there might be some weapons.
The main thing that you notice is there is a deck.
So a decker, a deck.
No, you see a decker.
And it's separate from the persona, so there's a rigger and a decker.
Yeah.
And what is the number of other devices that I see with 4 hits?
It's hard to tell because a lot of them are slaved to the deck or to the decker's persona. You know, like a smart Shadowrunning team.
Right.
Yes.
We do that now.
Yeah, like my brain is probably in control.
Cromwell.
Cromwell trips and accidentally punches into the barrier on the side of the box.
Great.
Why would he do that?
He wants to see what's
What if
inside
it's
the box.
protecting
Give me
us
a
from
performance.
I'm definitely going to use some thumper dice.
Oh no!
Performance. Wait.
How many? Oh, sorry, Mordecai, how many thumper dice did you use?
10?
10.
Yeah.
I use 10, yes. Not an
I'm
easy spell to cast.
going to use 8 of the thumper dice
Okay.
on top of my own.
We should all just.
And I also
take a
just,
performance
I let
class.
everybody know.
And then I'm going to use an edge to reroll. Because that didn't go as well. Yes.
Great.
So I'm gonna let everybody know that what I found. So there's at least 2 personas on the Matrix. So I'm gonna have my hands full. I may need one of your
Hold on,
help
I'm
driving
going-
the vehicle at some point.
So halfway through the air, Cromwell lets out this like, ah! And he realizes it totally sounds fake. And so he thinks about bunnies and how they would do it and calls on their aid.
How do buddies act?
And it's a little better.
How many more shot dice did you use? No.
No,
Oh,
it was just,
the
I
reroll.
used my edge. 7.
7. Okay, that's better. Yeah. Give me your damage.
My
And beat a force 10 mana barrier.
damage is, that, I get these 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 damage.
That.
Oh wait, no, 9 plus. Wait, that's not damage. That's my unarmed.
Yeah, it doesn't
Oh right, so just
resist. So you add your net hits to your damage value because it's fully net hits because it doesn't do that, and then it just makes a damage resistance check.
would Cromwell be able to use a Bartitsu move with this, or do you feel like
No, not if you're also trying to perform that you're
Okay.
tripping accidentally. So so I'll give you this choice: Bartitsu
Whoopsie-doodle.
move or performance. Which one do you want?
I will not do the Bartitsu. It's 24 damage.
24.
Shit.
This is the barrier rules structure. You take it down.
What? Okay.
Oh god, the barrier's gone.
Oops.
Do alligators eat us? Like I want to know.
Nothing happens right now.
Yeah, that's my turn.
The mate hasn't gone yet.
I don't even know what it is. Like let's be honest. Like I wouldn't notice.
All right. So, the
She's not rolling initiative for anything in the box, so that's
Yeah,
a
it's
sign.
good.
yeah,
She might have already rolled
Yeah,
it.
that's
I pre-rolled my initiatives.
He gets
just
to
be
use
clear.
the
I have
same-
too many things
The
to
same
not.
initiative if he switches sides.
I have not pre-rolled initiative. I have pre-rolled. There's too many NPCs for me to do it in front of you.
Yeah.
So
Not good.
you guys probably notice that one of the side doors from the van, probably the side that is not immediately scraping up against yours, opens. And
the opposite side?
yeah, so you know there's you
We're
and
seeing
there's
through
this
the
van.
window.
I guess maybe you don't see it, but what you do hear is an individual landing on the roof.
Wait,
Brakhaven.
they can jump cars and we can't?
I never said you couldn't jump cars. I'm pretty sure this is when you were trying to jump from a car to a high-speed moving train that I said you might die.
Oh, there was one with a grenade.
No, you were gonna jump and we stopped
Yeah,
you.
Yeah,
you
no, we
stopped you
stopped you.
because you were gonna jump and throw with a grenade. There were so many reasons.
That was us who stopped you.
Okay, then this
So
salt is
many
real.
reasons.
We've established that there's like a retractable roof, yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I interrupt and just retract the hell out of that thing and make them drop?
Bring him to us.
Well, it's a hatch.
No,
Isn't that better?
Probably not. So they have landed on the roof, and you hear the sounds. Let's see whether or not.
Oh man.
We need to buy a new Dyna.
I know.
Dyna 2.0.
This is gonna be an expensive
What's
run,
the attack
guys.
roll to attack someone with
You
a hatch?
hear the sound of gunfire from the roof,
Are you kidding me?
and they have taken aim, and like there's a small amount of smoke, and the lock is destroyed, and they like kick it open, and you see a person like standing up there, and they're like and pointing a gun down at you.
Can I?
The next thing that
What do they
happens-
look like?
Oh, what do they look like? They are fairly augmented. They've got some cyber eyes. Mostly a lot of guns on their person.
I know this. I know who they are now.
You know, like half mohawk, except like weird side mohawk or something like that. And like into a ponytail. I don't really know. It's
This is great.
cyberpunk.
I look at Fang and I say, Fang, stop levitating their van.
And the next thing that happens is
Wow.
mainframe. You notice that
Like my
someone
wheelchair.
is trying to attack your persona, or specifically trying to mark the van.
They should stop doing that.
Yep.
I need so many pages.
So, I am going to add 7 thumper dice to my roll.
7.
7. 7 seems like a good odd number.
You're adding 7. Fine, I need the bucket. I will add.
They're not marking it, sorry, they're data spiking you. They're like just attacking it, trying to.
Oh.
I will add 7 dice also.
Fine. I'm gonna use my edge just to re-roll all these misses.
You get edge too.
Yeah, I do.
Oh.
My characters also have edge. That's much better. I much prefer
Edge.
this.
Well, boo GM Edge.
I much prefer this. How many hits?
7.
7. Sweet. You need to resist 8 matrix damage.
Jesus Christ.
You can do it.
They're just trying to. I guess Dana needs to resist 8 matrix damage.
Well, she's
Vehicle.
slave to me, I think, right? Like that was.
Yeah, you can attack things that are slave to you directly, but then they just get to use your skills to defend. So you get to defend Dana rather than Dana defending
Dinah.
Dinah.
Dana. There is no Dana, only Dinah.
Only Dinah, sorry.
Is it Dyna the fastest
So the damage
car?
would go to Dinah rather than to your dad.
Or she's the meal car. Right?
Because like I'm pretty sure even with a rigger when they're all
Someone's in the kitchen with her?
networked,
Yeah,
when
okay.
you brick the drone, you brick the drone rather than the rigger.
Yeah.
You have to pick who you're attacking.
But the rigger can make the drone die.
Dinah takes 3.
The next thing that happens, they all have initiative right together. It's great.
Wait, why are they so good?
Why are they so good? 3 of you got to go before them.
I know. I'm totally messing.
Don't complain. You probably would
How
have
come
had.
they don't have to do matrix perception to see me?
Because you're so good.
Because they were looking for you beforehand. They think they knew where they were to ram you. Someone's counterspelling you.
Have we seen counterspell? I don't even know what that
Not
means.
very
Yeah.
often.
So I think
They're gonna take a lot of drain from that, just so you know.
I'm pretty sure I roll magic and counterspelling, and then my net
yeah.
hits reduce your spell by those hits, right?
Yeah, it's versus the spell's force. So the force was 12.
Yeah. So you roll
So-
12, and I roll my magic and counterspelling,
Well,
and then.
I don't have to roll 12. I think it's just. Oh no, I do.
No,
roll
it's
12, you're
versus.
right.
If it's an opposed test,
You're
you
right.
roll 12 hits.
I do roll 12.
My net hits reduce you.
12 plus my magic, actually.
Okay,
I'm looking
yeah.
at here. So I roll 18.
So it.
And I'm gonna add another.
No, I just wonder what it feels like. Is it like
5 thumb
rest and
dice.
control, or does it make it suddenly like really hard to keep the spell?
And I'm gonna. How many dice is she rolling? Is it? Because this is a pretty good roll.
What's the consequences if you miss?
I
Well, the
literally need
van-
to reduce it by 1 hit.
Which
Yeah.
means the
And
van.
then the van stops being levitated.
All right, all right. I'm gonna use 4 more thumper dice just to round this out.
That makes sense.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 hits.
He does not succeed in reducing it.
But he does take drain, or he has to resist drain. He has to resist 10 drain.
That's a lot of drain.
That's a headache.
Okay. All right.
And Lauren, I used 7 thumper
Yeah.
dice on my last turn.
God, they're all fucking right here. This is hilarious. The next thing that happens is from the other van, you now see in the hole that is above you a small rotodrone floating in the air, and it's just straight up gonna open fire on the inside of the van,
Oh no!
targeting the mage.
No, wait. Can I? Use,
I don't know who the mage
Can I interrupt and
is.
try to stand in the way?
It could be anyone. It could be the troll.
Wait. Can I?
God damn it.
Can I interrupt and try to stand in the way?
Yeah, spend 10 initiative.
10?
Yeah.
Curses. Okay.
So if she's trying to duck in the way, do I still roll my...
No, she'll roll it to defend.
Okay.
But her initiative dropped by 10.
Yeah. So I roll the dodge or
Yeah,
just
reaction and intuition.
Yeah. Good job, dice rolls today. I'm gonna use 5 thumper edge. Or sorry, 5 thumpers. Thanks, thumpers. For the edge 1 to keep Mordecai alive.
I forgot that someone else got to do something too. Guys, all of my NPCs are right in the middle. There's like an NPC sandwich. Because now you pissed off the mage in the van as well. Yeah.
4.
4. You succeed in dodging.
Whoa!
Well done.
The mage in the van curses loudly. Very loudly. And like, he takes a small blade out and slices part of his wrist. And the blood wells up. And you notice that
This is not good.
an astral form appears. It looks like a...
It's a blood spirit.
Yeah, it's a blood spirit.
It's a blood spirit.
It essentially looks like a pulsing organ surrounded by like tendrils of veins
glad I can't
that
see
have
this.
coalesced into a form. Luckily, the only people who can see it are Cromwell and Mordecai.
Actually, my perform was pretty good. He didn't buy it. It was. He didn't buy it. Did they buy it?
Yes.
You don't know what the spirit is doing yet.
Yeah.
I was distracted, so
wait,
I don't
oh!
even...
No, I'm just
Wait.
saying to my fellow party members actually know that I didn't
I'm
just
sorry. The one who used blood magic was
The mage in your van.
Oh, Clement.
Yeah, Quamet.
Okay.
One who is supposed to, and like you hear him mumble like, guard the package, and so like the spirit like settles down onto the box and like the blood kind of oozes over the edges and it like pulls up these tendrily stances and seems to pulse.
But we can't see it.
Nah, 3 of you can't see it. It's fucking disgusting though.
Can't see it.
However, at the same time,
I mean, that
a lot of spirits happen at the same time.
they could probably perceive him like... They could,
Cutting himself.
There's like an
They
ominous
can see
sense.
the magic happening,
Yeah.
they can't see the spirit.
Yeah, there is like a sense of grossness.
Depending on the force of it.
Another spirit materializes, however, in the van. So all of you are able to see this one.
What is this?
It is like a large, sort of imposing presence. It seems to be just almost like this suit of armor, large pauldrons, like glowing eyes, but no face inside of it. And the detailing on the armor seems to like glow with kind of an ethereal light. And it has just a fucking stupid sword.
Is it a guardian spirit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And it is a guardian spirit. And it
Means it's a fighter. Like,
Yeah, like it actually fights, and it just turns probably immediately to you because you are the most.
It materialized.
Yeah,
to be clear. So
it turns to you
Okay.
menacingly.
All right.
Okay.
So we're clear.
So I could see that.
Yeah. So you
Oh
can
my
see
God.
this in the van.
So
Oh my god.
it's fine.
Am
It's fine.
I done yet?
Okay, so we have
You're done.
a rigger, a decker, a street samurai, and a guardian.
I'm not entirely
And a
done.
mage, at least one. Like the guardians came with the mage, right?
But then the mage also counterspelled, which means they have 2 mages.
The guardian spirit.
The guardian spirit materialized, which is different than being summoned. So it had already been summoned, and then it materialized. So the spirit is acting on its own
And
turn.
to be clear, it's not on our side. The
Yeah.
blood spirit is not on our side either, but it's on the side of the mage, who's theoretically on our side until Cromwell went and
Yeah.
No, it's fine.
blew up his
Cromwell made good
package.
decisions. I don't actually know
So
what
the
to do.
last thing that happens is the vehicle with the driver is going to attempt to resist the levitate because I've decided that they're pissed off enough that they get to try and not be levitated. So I'm going
Alright.
to do object resistance test for that, plus a bonus for having a driver. Oh no! So roll the force of the spell plus your magic again.
All right.
That's terrible.
Things are very good.
Did you take physical damage?
No, I dodged it by standing in front of it.
6 hits.
Okay, it's fine. Spell. Gonna do a thing and say, Elsie gets to go now.
Great.
I'm just trying to imagine this picture. There are how many of us in a van?
Yeah,
A small bit, a
crate.
giant box.
A blood spirit that no
Two
one can see,
spirits.
so maybe that doesn't count space. A giant spirit with a giant sword.
Man, I'm just glad we're
Someone
not
on
in.
top shooting a gun down into it and a drone shoot. Okay.
And
I
we're
just
all
wanted to make
screaming.
sure I had the picture.
I'm just glad we're not in Van Hellshark because this is
Shadowrun.
not good for the van.
No.
Well, everybody's gonna chip in if they want a new
That's what
van.
you're worried about?
I imagine
Yeah.
like Fang is like, ah!
Okay,
What I'm worried about.
Elsie, it's your turn.
Is the other van still sandwiched up against
Yeah.
us?
Okay. It's being levitated, but Mordecai hasn't moved
To be
it yet.
clear, as far as so at the force I'm moving at, it
Yeah.
would move like 12 meters per combat turn. But what I'm doing is I'm just turning it over onto its side.
Okay. I assume you're turning it over onto the side that is not facing your van. However, I'm going
Yes.
to point out the way it is sandwiched does kind of mean that your van is in the way in both directions.
What?
Because
How does that?
because it's
It's
against
literally
it,
like
you
this.
can't
So
turn it.
angles don't work that way. You're going to start wedging up your van. So you're going to need to move it to the side first.
Well, okay, so I'm rotating it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yes.
So is it still sandwiched
Yeah.
against? Okay.
Yeah.
Darn. All right, then I would like to delay
Okay.
until the van moves away from us. I would say at least like 15 feet.
Okay. So then I get to go again. Another. You hear the more sounds of pitter patter.
You said that was the last thing.
You have 5 initiative right now because you reduced it by
Yeah.
10. So you go last.
Oh, I know. I totally know that. I'm just. This is like 2 clown cards against each other. It's fine.
Yeah, no, this is great. So you hear the final pitter patter of feet on the roof, and this time no one points. They do. They don't point a gun at you, but they do shout into the van.
Yes.
They yell quite loudly, give us Granny Powell, and no one gets hurt.
Granny Powell?
Well, Drek.
It's not a child.
Can I yell back? I don't think she's here.
I mean, you can.
Yeah, you can now take your turn if you want.
Yeah, I yell back. I don't know who that is. I don't think she's here. I think you have the wrong van. We're actually headed to SeaTac. We're gonna go see some family.
Technically not a lie.
This is not a
That
crime.
blood spirit suggests otherwise.
Yeah, because you attacked our van, so we just happen to have a blood magic mage on board.
Cousin Steve is from Aztlan. He's sort of weird.
Sort of.
Go ahead and give me a negotiation.
Can Crumble bonus that?
No.
I tried.
All right,
All of this
I'm
before.
actually gonna add 4 thumper dice to this.
I'm gonna add 5 because why the hell not?
Wow. Ooh. Woo. Wow. Okay. I'm rolling really good tonight. This is nice. This is how it should how it should always be.
Guys, this is the best fight ever.
Okay. How many?
My favorite.
Hits? 8. She kind of laughs and is like, "You sound like you're full of dreck." And that puts it at Fang's turn.
Okay, Fangs can do the one thing that she can do. There's like a head, right?
Yeah. And 2 people
like looking
and a
down.
drone. Yeah.
Great. I'm gonna punch one of them. Like feel like
It's probably the street
and just like
samurai.
slam and the shock. The hand as it's about to hit starts to like electrify and spark.
Yeah.
So let's see if shock damage does anything. I'm gonna roll 5 thumper dice with it because I am very worried that I'm gonna do nothing on my only turn.
Yeah, because you're jumping up to punch him.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Okay, we'll see how much we get. Oh, don't. No, okay. I mean, technically I don't glitch, which is great.
And I used 4 dice on that.
6.
Your net hits are 2.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Okay, so you're gonna take 11 stun damage minus 5
armor piercing.
Armor piercing.
That was against a street samurai who's in the hatch.
No, he's the one who pointed down and opened the side door.
Oh, right.
No, he's on the hatch. They're all on the roof.
Okay, good. Then it's the one who opened the side door.
Okay. He doesn't actually take any damage.
Really?
Yeah. You land a pretty solid punch, but he's like, gah! And then you notice there's some like electrical resistance in his armor.
Oh, that sucks. He's probably gonna be saying that, like, ha ha! Oh, that sucks.
So, that brings us to the end of our combat, our initiative pass.
Yay!
We're going to leave it there for this.
No, we are not!
No!
I punched a guy in the face.
We have 2 vans rubbing up against each other. A giant guardian spirit with a flaming sword, a blood spirit pooling over this wooden crate, an angry blood mage, 3 individuals on the roof, one of which has asked for Granny Powell, and at least a decker and a rigger in a van that is slowly being turned to its side. It's been a pleasure being here with all of you. Thank you so much, Thumpers, for
Why
every
did
time.
we waste all that time, like, talking to each other?
I don't know. We've had 3 episodes of emotions.
Thank you so much for every die, every tip, every donation, every contribution. You are wonderful. Stay tuned, because coming up now is Rai the Rollin' Guy with the corporate sins metagame and machinations of what have these corporations done, some of which influence what happened here tonight.
Thumpers, thanks for everything. You let me do silly things with dice.
Thumpers, you guys are the best.
You guys are the best.
Love you. I'm gonna get out of the way in just a moment.
Yeah!
Woo! All we had to do was fly to Mexico. How hard could that be?
Yeah, I should have known.
Make it to the airport.
It was gonna. I thought the problems.
I thought about having shit go down on the plane, but that made me uncomfortable.
Guys, we've got some new magical goods.
Oh!
For each of you, actually.
What?
What?
Wait,
What?
What's going on?
What?
What's all this?
Take one, pass it down.
Thumper Bride!
Yeah!
I had this yesterday. I was like,
Look at this.
All right, maybe you'll wear that one.
I had to take mine off. Yeah.
All right, yes. So now you guys are all armed with some Thumper Pride. You can
Nice.
call it in whenever you need to feel extra good about awesome work you're doing here. And
Can we roll thumper dice in real life with this?
yeah.
yeah, it gives you just get a bonus to everything you want.
Business job review today.
Oh!
I want to defend against a reorg.
Awesome.
I'm literally gonna roll agility and reaction. It's
I
cool.
want to roll for
Oh god, it's punching.
Jesus, man, you're like divine fucking light back here.
Yeah, that's the
Hey, it's you!
Yeah. Oh, you guys
Never
are such a
mind the
special
man
bond.
behind
Yeah,
the screen.
that's the person who yells at me and tells me how to live my life on the internet.
He's a pro.
Martian.
I mean, that's kind of
Martian.
no harsh necessary. This is how we work together.
That guy.
Oh, I saw you in the office.
All right, we are We are off to a great start.
It's
Excellent.
Internet.
I know what his name
Yeah. Goodbye, man.
Now that's
Wow.
Now that's a shit.
Now we're off to a good start.
Wow.
That was a good ending.
Play of the game.
Wow.
Just cut it there. Just
Well,
Oh my goodness.
y'all get 20% increases on everything.
Every,
feeling there, right?
everyone is equal.
I'm feeling great. I've got the Lord Commander's blessing.
Yeah, you do.
20% increase on something.
No! Excuse me, sir. That joke is not a.
I'm still just processing everything that just happened.
It's
I would like to formally apologize. Everyone. Thank you.
Mostly.
Me.
You know, he tasted like bourbon.
Zero surprises there.
Yeah.
Well, that just all happened.
All right, guys. Now
Can't unsee that.
we of course have to roll some dice today. Most of it has actually already been rolled, because that's the way we roll now. But some of you have called upon the help of our lovely cast to roll the dice for you and confer their blessings upon it. So first up, we're actually gonna need Tony tonight.
Yeah.
You've been called upon by Evo to roll some dice.
Go Cromwell.
Let him down this time.
I have a feeling you will not. All right, so you will be rolling for Evo tonight, and let's start it off with their biotech. So if you could roll 2d6s, and this is all boosted.
Close the keyboard. Close the keyboard.
Close the
Close the
keyboard.
keyboard.
Close it harder.
All right, 2d6 for Evo.
Let's see it. Let's see it.
5 and a 4.
5 and a 4. That is
good.
very
Evo.
Are you
good.
supposed to say that? or-
Boy.
That's fine. Till they tell me it's not fine, which
Am I not supposed to say these out loud?
it's cool. That is very good though. You are actually then going to get to roll more stuff.
Nice.
Yes.
Is it a literally flaming
are
sword
going
or
to be
just
getting
like a
whole
big
bunch
sword?
of
Want to
good
know what
stuff
it
out
was
of that,
literally flaming with?
Yes.
if I can remember.
There's
All right.
What?
So because you did so well, they're going to
It's
gain a
radiation
bonus on
damage.
how much they gain
Arguably speaking, should only be
on
used by
building up
toxic
their
shadow.
subsidiary. I've lost
Technically, it didn't
Tony.
specify that Guardian.
Oh, you're. Oh,
I'm
Any
tearing apart the
you
elemental.
just
Yojimbo.
gotta. You just. That's all right. You got a
Fair
little
enough.
seat
So
now.
this Guardian has radiation.
All right.
I
So
figure it's a divine holy light.
because you've
that
done
sears
so well,
through armor.
Someone's been playing too much.
they are going to
Gave me the
get
extra
bonus.
2d6s
Don't
worth of
do-
grace.
Why would
you do that?
All right.
They needed the blood magic.
Here we go.
Ho ho! All right. So Evo, you're getting a 6% increase in biotech.
It's more
very
because I
well.
would summon the spirit of water, for instance, if there was a big flaming sword.
Yeah.
to kind of-
And then let's do
I was
cyberware
admiring my
next.
shirt, so I was just admiring it back.
All right, so I'm going
It's
to
a
need you to
great
roll
shirt, thanks,
2d6.
I should too.
All right.
Yep.
Not bad, not
No
bad.
alien.
All right,
Take
now
on
we're
the
also
world.
getting a little bump.
Technically, it's not a toxic
Let's
spirit.
see how
Just
they
a toxic
did.
sword.
It's blood blood.
Guardian spirit with divine light.
All right.
She's crossing the streams.
May or may not be breaking some rules. I don't care.
Are you guys breaking rules over there?
No. Yes, I
Well.
never break rules.
I'm not saying the dice rolls, but I'm reasonably happy.
Are they?
Good night, Couch Warrior.
It's very good. They are going to make a gain as well on this one. Do GMs have rules, by the way? Like, do they have? Are there any?
We have more like guidelines.
Oh, okay. Okay. I see
Oh, that was pirate speak.
in the park.
That was,
Man, I
that was
really
the
wanna watch
pirate
that movie
voice.
again.
No.
We should marathon that movie.
I'm
All
so
of them.
sad. It's PG-13, so I can't watch it to my students.
Oh,
Pirates
Pirates
of
of the
Caribbean.
I'm gonna have PTSD if I watch it, but I'll watch it. And make
All right, so
games.
let's find out what the heck.
Shipped two Pirates video games.
This is not hurt, just a burn that I just wanted to cover. It's good.
All right. So for this one, you are going to be rolling 2d8. 2d8 is going to be a standard gain.
Resub.
At the level.
Yeah.
2d8. I need the right colors, or I'll get it. It won't go well.
That's totally fair.
All right,
Take your
here we
take
go.
your time.
Here we go. Here we go.
Thank you, Ex-Con Rathix, if that's how you say your name.
Solid. Okay, so we're gonna see a 8% increase. This is all. Hey, this is all good. These are all gains. All right, now let's roll 2d6 for magical goods.
Oh, who's
Magical
magical gear?
goods. So, and what's Evo's magical division?
what the specific name of it is.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know. I can tell you that 9.7% of the market share currently.
Some for pride.
With 18.9 billion in magical goods at this time, so they're hoping to crawl a little bit further.
Is that our
Hopefully
number?
they'll do more than crawl.
Oh, this is
a solid role on your part. That means if they are going to make a game, they're going to make a standard
No,
game.
it should be bunny.
Hey, we have
Oh my
another
God.
resubscribe.
We're all being
Another one?
Yep.
Woo! Resub!
Wait,
Yay, Kyle!
this literally
Hey, best go to gamer resub. Hi.
6. All right, come on, Evo.
Money.
Big money, big Nguyen, big Nguyen.
Yeah,
This
that's solid.
reminds me of the this
They are
thing
going
that was
to
big.
gain 10% in their magical goods market
Nice.
share. All right, and then last for them, it's going to be shipping. Let's roll some 2d6.
I ship all the characters.
Oh boy.
Shipping. I think in the show we actually had some Robux for shipping.
Oh, magic.
Oh, I shouldn't have said that because. Can I tell
Resub Travel.
sorry, it's Zach Eyes on the shipping.
Oh, watch the cracks.
Wow, that's
It's
not
all
good.
thanks to Talia and the captain.
Cromwell doesn't ship with anyone.
So that actually makes it a small.
resub hype.
That actually makes it a small scale disaster for them.
Arrow said hi. Hi, Arrow.
Is that like the dress coming undone disaster?
That's not
or-
small scale,
That worked
dude.
out pretty well.
Ain't nothing
Yeah.
small about that.
All right, let's see what
I haven't used all the
odds
names
they
yet
have
from
here.
last night.
It's probably not going to be. It's not going to be too bad, right? Let's see.
We'll find out.
We're about to find out. Okay.
What the?
You know, shipping's overrated, really.
It sure gets pushed a lot. Well, they have a small shipping market as it is, and it's about to get smaller. So where they're at, they are a level 3, so they're gonna lose 3d8s worth. So you're gonna want to roll ones again.
Whoa!
Cromwell
In my
can
head, I
help you out
totally
on a lot of
agree with you.
things, but when it comes to wooden things, you might not want Cromwell's help. I think is what we're learning.
Sorry, wooden things?
Wooden things.
Wood.
Like doors
Oh,
and boxes
okay.
and
Sorry, all
shipping
the
crates
all the talk about shipping, I was confused.
and
Let it be over.
Mitch.
All right. Solid.
No, we don't want solid. Well, Evo doesn't want solid.
So that was a powerful roll.
Shipping is my favorite topic. XO Girl Wonder, same with me.
Evo's
That's
gonna
not a
lose
good
18% of their market share in
shit.
shipping.
What?
That's
Tony, you're a
probably why-
disaster.
That's probably why Mainframe and Mordecai will never happen.
Whoa!
There you go.
You know, it might not happen because they're happy with their different ships.
You know what?
Two people happy not being together? That's crazy.
You know, I like to think that anything is possible, but now I'm just not sure.
Well, I helped Evo, but in the end, I knocked most of that help into the ocean.
Well, you'll just have to keep trying next week for more relationship advice from Cromwell. All right, so Evo ruining
there's like a-
their own shipping
I need
claims,
to wait.
unfortunately.
It's like the sad Hulk music.
Hi, chat room.
Minute Mansion is so good,
No.
Fractal.
Main Fang. Okay, so they found new thing. They brought back some old ships.
The old shit, we
Guys,
haven't had that
you-
for a while.
Yeah, that's true.
Guys, good things never came easily. You
It's
gotta,
true, you
you gotta be patient.
I'm happy to report, though, Horizon, I rolled for you, and I did not let you down. You got a 3% increase in media, and then a 5% increase, so you're just going up and up. You already basically own all the media right now because you have a just like sickening hold on the market share. Good for you.
I like
Keep it
that
up.
shirt. Imp in my head, I like that shirt a lot.
Hey, Arrow, this stream is Hyper RPG. We do role-playing games. We do shows during the day about all kinds of geek topics. It's high energy, it's high pace, it's high production. We really involve you guys, the Thumpers. Right now, you're specifically watching a Shadowrun role-playing show where you, the chat room, have an additional role-playing part, Corporate Sins, which is happening right now, which you play the companies that move and shake the Sixth World. And sometimes it doesn't work out for those companies.
Woo!
No, really.
Wow, thank
Hey,
you, Mal.
Thank you, Mal. Yes.
We roll a lot of dice on this show.
Yes, we do.
And so right now we are resolving all the actions chosen by the corporations for tonight. So a lot of research is happening. There's some secret things I can't tell you. There's also some really secret things that I'm going to tell specific people. And as well, we're going to see some PR tonight. Now, for Mitsuhama, they were researching Matrix services. Unfortunately, they did not make any gains there. But in aerospace, they had a huge gain, 13%, which is going to really help them because they are catching up to Seder Krupp in terms of Matrix services. So congratulations to Mitsuhama. Also, coming up, we have Seder Krupp actually...
Whoa! What'd they do?
Well, wait, I didn't even get to the interesting part yet. That was just their name. So Seder Krupp actually tried to research robotics twice tonight, and the dice sadly failed them. No disasters, but 2 non-increases.
Wow!
Sorry
about that.
Even the big guys have bad days too, you know?
That is the worst.
All right, as well,
That
we
is
have
great.
Whooshing,
Oh!
and they're working on their finance. They actually had a 4% increase on that as well. Now we do have one more person we're calling up to the table. Cheryl, would you please join me?
I need my mainframe glove.
Your mainframe glove.
You are going to be rolling for Neonet. Neonet is launching a new PR campaign to bolster their Matrix services and also to besmirch the good name of Mitsuhama.
Oh my goodness.
Uh-oh.
Oh, well, what shall I roll?
All right, 2d6s, please.
2d6s.
Good luck.
I like the song.
4.
That's not good. That's bad. That's real bad. It's good for Mitsuhama, actually. Okay, can you roll a d4 for me?
Where'd it go? There's one. Maybe.
Fuxing, which
Okay.
I'm really
now
excited about
to
the
give you
concept.
all some information about what's going on with Matrix services right now. So Mitsuhama has 39% of the market share, and Neonet has 34%. So they were trying to be number one, but unfortunately their PR effects have seemed to backfire. This is twice now that this has happened, so apparently PR is cursed. But actually, it looks like Mitsuhama is gonna gain 1% in Matrix services, and unfortunately, Neonet's gonna lose 1%. And
Because that's how it works.
Playing the Warhammer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
me too.
I do. Yeah.
All right, thanks, Cheryl. Guys, now you may have noticed I did not name all the corps. That's because some of their actions I can't tell you, and I'll be sending.
How many spaceships this week?
Interestingly enough, there is some spaceship-related details that are going to be conveyed to a specific corp.
Oh!
Say no more. You will be receiving a message from me very shortly after this.
Hashtag don't put the runners in space.
Please don't put the
Runners in space where things explode. Oh my gosh! If the
Space.
runners.
Space
My
bad for
level of
magic.
anxiety related to like a run on an airplane, like I will just like.
If you get enough life, like if we get enough gerbils, you can cast a little bit of magic, maybe.
I really.
Their gears.
It would take a lot of
German.
German.
We might have to talk about
guys,
this.
I mean,
I've got a crazy idea. All right. Anyways, it is time to say thank you for all the donations and read the donation messages. It means a lot to us. It is because of you that we have these doors open and that we get to have these wonderful people put on this awesome show that is Shadowrun Corporate Sins. So.
And I want to say hello to anybody who is new who watched.
Yes.
Trying to come out. Our community is really welcoming, and we'd love to say hello.
Yeah, who's lurking?
This is when we get to see chat, so this is very
Yeah,
exciting.
this is when we can also say hello. I've recognized a few people.
Welcome
who I hope
Arrow
we can-
27.
Yeah.
Welcome Zyda Raven Studio. I feel like that's a
Exo girl.
And I see
Yeah, Exo
Trevor
Girl loves
and
shipping,
Molly
so she has to. Or
and
they have to start
Jack.
Baby
sending them.
Tibbs, exactly.
Hi,
I'm
Hooligan
tired of
Gamer.
these bleepy spirits on this bleepy play. Yeah.
Hi, Hooligan Gamer.
Hi, Hellraiser. Hello, Angry Pixels.
Mr.
Hello, Lurkers.
Hi,
Welcome. For the last 3 hours, that's really kind and sweet.
Nice.
Hey,
Hey.
Squeaky Fox.
All right.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you guys so much for saying hey. Now, we've got coming up next, by the way, Honesty Hour, which we announced earlier, but just to let you know, if you don't know what Honesty Hour is, that's when we get to the heart of the channel and tell you everything that's going on behind the scenes, and we just, we lay it all out on the stream for you. for better or worse.
Man with the
Oh my
Yoda
God, there
shirt,
was
we can see chat at the
Pustulant
end of the show.
got
for
it.
this show.
Yeah, only this time. This is the only time we get to.
We also will be having Redneck Wars as well, so that's a new twist on Honesty.
So did
Empire.
Infinite.
Oh.
Yes.
Dr. Dunn, thank you. We love you too. Thank you for joining us for a second week.
Hey, if you're new, we have a wiki.
Yeah, you can try.
corpsends.wikia.com. I'm sure they can link it. Also, for if you've been around, we're starting to collect fan art because a lot of you have drawn a lot of fan art.
Awesome fan.
And
Oh
it's
my god,
amazing.
the fan
You
art,
need to
you
go back
guys.
and find all that. So help us, let us know if you have it
Yeah,
and how
and
to
we'll-
credit you.
Yeah. We love it.
All right, so starting it off for the night, it was Krellin with $20. The hashtag PCC would like to grant a bit of material aid to Mr. hashtag Cromwell in the form of 2 dice.
Nice, thank you, Pueblo Corporate Council.
He knows why, and his discretion is still appreciated. Interesting.
I mean, mysterious organization known as PCC.
And Paladin Hulk with $10. 1 die for Mordecai. Saw he was low, and the team depends on him.
Well, thank you.
That's the truth.
I appreciate that, as does the team, I hope.
Oh, this is one of my favorite names, guys. Punchy McFistface.
Yeah, that was the one that I freaked out at. I was like, that's a great name.
Welcome. Punchy McFistface.
that.
Oh my god, $10. My name is a good one. 1 die to Cromwell because he'd agree.
Didn't go to me. Are you salty that I didn't use that name as the name?
Thank
was
you.
that?
Thank
Was that
you.
it?
I was
Punchy
asking for name
McFistface
inspiration
from Aztechnology.
from literally anyone, and
Oh, okay.
it came up with Punchy McFistface and Fisty McPunchface.
Fisty McPunchface.
I think both those names would have easily fit into this.
I
Roll
mean,
off the tongue.
in fairness, those are like no worse than Sharky for a shark.
Excuse me.
How
Our names
damn
are classic.
Sharky's more than a shark. He's a spirit shark.
He is.
Okay, cool. Just checking.
Did you think he was just like a regular shark?
I was
that
like,
I
hey.
kept around.
I just wanted to respect his full being.
Salt. I see some salt.
Oh.
William TW with $60. Oh my gosh, thank you very much. Here are 6 dice from Neonet to help you all on this new run. Also, magnificent shirt hype.
Yay, shirt.
Yeah.
Yay, shirt hype.
And that was a hashtag for each and every one of you, so.
Thank you so much,
Thank
William.
you.
Wow, and another interesting name, Claudia Lipstick on Nose. Sent $10, hashtag Fang.
So that's why I thought there was lipstick on my nose and I was freaking out.
Mrs.
It was
Cash.
just your nose.
It was almost like they knew she was going to be able to see it
Yeah.
just then. That popped up at precisely the right time.
Yep.
I blame magic.
Trolling much?
Mrs. Cashew is right. Sharky is a
You know you're
friend.
trolling hard when White Rabbit steps in to let
Yeah,
you know you.
yeah. Read the next ones.
And also a lawyer, yes.
And Genova plus $10, 1 die for Fang to help Claudia remember her character's name. And because she can see things, that was in quotations, Neonet, hashtag Hashbrown.
I can remember Fang
Sometimes.
sometimes.
There's just a lot of shining.
Well, we
going on.
appreciate the
You
reminders.
try so hard.
I try really hard.
And we have White Wabbit, $10. Claudia, you didn't have lipstick on your nose, but thanks for the laugh.
White Wabbit with,
Hashtag
again.
Mordecai.
See, when White Rabbit is like counting the trolling. Yeah.
Also, you know what Mitch really tastes like? Whiskers. All right, moving on. BB Phantom, $50, 1 die to give Fang around round 15, 2 dice to round out Mordecai to 10, 1 die to Lauren for 50, and another for Mordecai because he needs more.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate that, even though you don't need
Spells
to.
casted.
Thanks, BP Phantom. All right, and KB Tibbs, $10, Mordecai for mayor. Make Sixth World bitchin' again.
Mordecai for mayor. Yeah. I'm gonna clean up this
I
town.
honestly thought about running for governor when you said it was available.
You know, you might actually do pretty well. No one could assassinate you easily.
Once we get hats in the Amazon
That
server.
helps in the 6th world.
And Further Talk, $10, 1 more die for the Empress Lauren, hashtag Lauren Legion. And Tempest D, $20, 2 dice to help Cromwell go on the Antique Roadshow because I want to hear more of his own history, hashtag Cromwell.
Nice. Tell you all about
Nice.
Fabergé.
If Cromwell runs for governor, he's just gonna fall into the voting booth and go, oops!
Whoops. Look at all these votes for me that ended up in the box.
And rate in F,
Miracle.
$30, 1 dice for MFEC and Evil Lauren. Please let Mordecai and Mainframe relationship linger so we don't get a moonlighting effect, hashtag Renraku.
Not up to me. I just make amazing NPCs.
It's really up to Cromwell.
Yeah, and we
the
just fall in love with all your
shipmaker.
NPCs. Not me though, not Yuki.
I think they'll end up together,
Yuki's
and
underage.
one of them will die.
That's that's a terrible
Dark
idea.
place.
So
Look,
ask
they're
yourself what you
coworkers.
want, Pumpers.
We're
They
down
can't
the
go into this lightly. They're coworkers.
We will Joss Whedon this shit.
Yeah.
down the rabbit hole.
Wait,
already.
what? No!
Hashtag mayor
Why would we be canceled early?
Everybody just needs to stop talking.
Yeah.
Vasco to Gamer though, $50. Thank you so much. Mainframe, congratulations on the bank heist. I'm sorry you noticed these you noticed these 5 dice hidden in Emil's account.
I did notice
Thanks.
those. Thank you, Vasco, and thanks for the resub
have
and
not
all the
forgotten.
support.
Midas.
I'm not forgetting Midas.
I like when
Vasco
they,
to Gamer is great.
I love when they sneak the dice into like something.
I love
that's
that.
happening in
And
game.
everybody's
great.
really good at the
That just
Matrix
tickles me.
references. It's delightful.
It is delightful.
Can we just holler at Aztechnology for doing great PR on their Twitter?
Oh my
account?
god.
They're
I
brand
love
masters.
them.
It's
It's
fantastic.
been really fun.
Oh yeah, the tweets, all the Aztechnology tweets have been great.
Yeah.
And
They're
by
on it.
fantastic, we mean evil.
Yes.
Fantastically evil.
And the Seattle Street News.
Yeah,
I
that's
got
very
in on
good.
it.
Yeah, they're
News.
all over the place.
I didn't even have time to give him the finger today, so I just told him to F off, basically. So.
Also, Cornbread
For
is
love.
not dead. He will
Right,
never
right,
die.
the inappropriate guy.
Well, you don't know that I have a segment called The Finger on corporate news?
No.
We are too busy making.
Boy,
the
guys,
thing.
things have changed.
Wow.
Good, I like it.
All right, BP Phantom, $50, 5 dice to the malign maven of misfortune, Lauren. Feel free to add me to your shit list, runners. I fear no retaliation from you.
Whoa.
Wait, who was that?
Hashtag
That was BP
Lex-
Phantom.
That was from BP Phantom.
You have
How
a?
dare BB Phantom?
Do you have a corp you wanna?
Sir, I consider the glove is dropped.
Yeah, no, but like
Yeah.
if you don't have the guts to like
I thought
put
you
your
hate
name to a
someone with a
corp
glove.
when you do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, 'cause
They
he's
said
hashtag
LexCorp,
sinless.
but I don't know of
No,
any
he's
LexCorp.
sinless. I know that.
LexCorp is Lex Luthor's corporation.
Demolition wants to point out that Cornbread hasn't been fed for 5 episodes.
Oh
now.
no, Cornbread gets fed. Don't you worry. I have
Fresh
spirits.
Fish.
Literally one of the tests.
Also, don't
for
forget
your balance
Cornbread
bearded man.
earns a year's supply of Neo
Yeah.
pet food
True.
in the completely canon adventures.
100% canon episode.
Yep.
Never mind the skyline.
BP Phantom says F you, Rai.
That's fair.
Yes.
All right. Yo, Jimbo Engineering with $10. Chief Engineer Platts, we've detected some unusual activity in your current holodeck simulation. We are able to hack together some currency without glitching your session. Good luck, Chief. We're rooting for you.
Well done, engineering. Well done. Thank you for keeping the Jimbo afloat.
I like it.
And Lex Luthor. There you go.
There we go.
$10. I'm tired of metahumans doing as they please. This goes to Lauren. Feel free to add me to your shit list, runners. I fear no retaliation. Wait, do you think it's actually just BP Phantom since the message was almost exactly the same?
No, it's Lex Luthor.
No,
That's
it's Lex
sinless.
Luthor.
Oh, okay.
That's
okay.
what it says.
It's
Yeah.
weird. That was just like a strange coincidence.
He's actually a really big fan of the show.
sinless.
Makes me like a little bit more uncomfortable. like
maybe
here,
it
here's some
should.
dice. Be racist.
No, metahumans. That's all of us.
That's everybody.
Humans are metahumans.
yeah, that's fair. I guess.
It just doesn't
Okay.
like player
You're
characters.
specious.
But in
should still be
fairness, they do
uncomfortable.
want you to be racist.
Lex Luthor would really fit into the Shadowrun world. He would just
Oh,
be
yeah.
like a normal corporate guy.
Yeah, you just be like, oh, kill the children, whatever.
It's like, yeah, well, that's any given Sunday. All right, Fernatalk, $20, 1 die for Lauren and 1 for Mordecai for the Hitchhiker references and my new favorite ship, Talia plus Mordecai. So,
Oh.
Tortahai? No.
Mordia?
Yeah.
No, I saw.
Rai, the chat is
Molly.
saying that you read BP's the wrong entry for BP.
They're getting salty now.
Thank you for the dice.
Oh shit, I totally did.
Rai,
Right,
that needs better reading glasses, guys.
Whatever, I'm framing BP Phantom. You heard it now from your favorite newsertainment channel. BP Phantom is Lex Luthor. These facts are 100% official and checked by our, tireless production team, so don't worry.
BP Phantom says she
shit.
will come down here and murder you in a game.
Thank you for keeping that in the fictional world, BP.
Yeah.
The in a game part was sort of important there.
Leave that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Right, the slander guy.
Yeah. That's,
I have to be evil on Wednesdays and sometimes Fridays now.
On Wednesdays we were evil.
Evil Wednesday, guys.
This is the longest reading we've ever had.
Oh,
it is not.
Aren't you glad that I'm
No,
not
it is
rolling all
not.
the dice too? We would be here for like 2 hours.
Not the shortest.
Alien Knitter says, "See, this is why I only trust the Seattle Street News."
Oh, curse you, Seattle Street News!
Played right into the plan.
They they're kind of the NPR of Shadowrun world, aren't they?
I put them on in the morning.
Yeah, I do too.
I do not.
Fang doesn't listen to the
Fang
news.
She watches her trids.
Yeah.
They have a different acronym for MFEC that I don't know if I know all.
Is
of
it
the letters
Fecum?
of it yet. No, it's
that'd be
the
funny.
same. It's the same letters, but they stand for different things.
It's like
It's pretty-
magic, something else, electronic.
There's like fighter.
Yeah.
I think
it's
that
pretty-
was a follow.
it's
Thank you
pretty
for the
cool.
follow.
Hey, thanks for the follow! Woo!
Follow.
All right, guys. This one was actually BP Phantom, by the way. Actual BP Phantom sent $10. Wouldn't you have to make like a dress and split if you were with Mordecai?
Oh!
BP Phantom.
Claudia.
Too soon, BP Phantom.
All right, and to Hoots, $10, 1 die for Mordecai. Please, Dan, patch the ship. Wordframe lives. Neonet, not actual to Hoots Browns.
Just a slow-moving ship.
Do you saying
I heard something. No.
Yeah, I also heard something.
Are you okay,
Oh,
Claudia?
thank you.
Are you?
Yeah.
You're proving him.
See, guys, this is how you know all our data is 100% fact-checked. We have Claudia
You're like,
checking for us.
Yeah,
You're
Claudia,
spotting him.
Claudia
the
can
most
see
reliable
things.
reporter.
She
we
knows
have.
words are hard, that's why she's helping.
You.
Yeah.
I'm in power now. Be nice to me.
She's behind.
That's really not how the table works.
She is the benefactor. All right, KB Tibbs, $20. Poor Fang, no ships. Lottie is complicated. Brother is kind of dumb. Always meeting in parks.
Always meeting in parks. The safest place to meet.
Thank you, KB Tibbs. And Troopers JP, $20. 2 tips from Seattle Street News are placed under Van Helshark's windshield wiper.
Oh.
We are looking out for you, Chummer.
Oh,
Thank
Seattle
you.
Street News. Check.
Good to know that there are thumpers out there looking out for we mages.
Phantom.
Some people
Jesus
just want to watch
Christ.
the world burn.
All right, Gipsy, $60. Draco has Danger Room. 3 for Cromwell, 3 for Fang. Hyper High Five. Hype.
Yay! Hi. BP Phantom failed
Team
his
fight.
jerk check.
I'm just gonna yell into the microphone.
This is totally working.
Yeah.
Troopers JP says, tipsters say it's your birthday. Seattle Street News delivers 2 shots to the electronic expert of MFEC,
Thank you.
the Rapid Rabbit, as a present.
Today is your birthday.
You guys were spared the group singing.
Yeah.
And Bone Bumble, $10, 1 die to Cromwell for the excellent story time. Bone Bumble,
Thank you.
I like your name. Doesn't make sense to me, but I like it. Vasco the Gamer with $30. Happy birthday, Mainframe. I'm glad you didn't shoot anyone. I'm sorry about the cake.
Thank you, Vasco.
And Tempest D with our final donation of the night, $40. Someone's in a car, chase with Dina. Someone's in a car, chase I know.
Dinah.
Someone's in a car, chase with Dina.
Dinah. That's how the
Okay.
song
Okay.
goes.
Here,
Cassie,
Someone's in the
you wanna
car,
do
she's
that?
Dinah.
Someone's in the car, Dinah. Someone's in the car, chasing Dinah.
What's the rest?
Casting levitate on a van of 3,000 kilo.
Drumming on Emil Corrigan's dongo.
You guys and your strange songs, I'll never understand where
really
they come
not know that
from.
Real song.
All right,
Friends
guys.
and siblings when you're growing up.
All right, guys, thank you so much for all the donations. It's super appreciated. Seriously, there's not like enough. Hey, Thumper Pride, love it. Thank you, guys.
I like the bunny ear hop.
Bunny.
All right, guys, let's go a little deeper down the rabbit hole. We will be doing Honesty Hour in about 20 minutes, so stay tuned to hang out with Zach and then play some Miscreated with him as we have Redneck Wars, and that's how he termed it. So.
Happy 30th episode, everybody.
Freeze frame high five!
The worst.
It's freeze frame denying Claudia the height.
It's okay, I'm over here.
Oh, so.
We
We're holding until we go off air.
We're holding.
Oh, is that what we're doing?
Yeah.